my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm.
Wait.
Everybody just calm down.
Hi guys. So basically, I wanted to take a 10-minute nap before our 30th episode of A-Listers because I was just getting ready for the Hamza monologues. So I slept for 10 minutes that eventually turned to 2 hours. So to 45 minutes, sorry. So I'm sorry, guys. I was just getting ready for the Hamza monologues. So you get me. I was just getting ready because Lauren, Vel, and Tabang will vouch. I literally wanted to stop myself from just falling asleep during the stream. So I took a 10-minute nap that turned into an hour nap, and here we are. So before we get started, I'm sorry. First of all, to Egal, Grigs, Hamza, and Lewis, of course. So sorry to all of them, first and foremost, because I kept them waiting for 45 minutes. I apologize. And I'm sorry, second, to you guys, the viewers. Make sure you guys are liking. Make sure you guys are subscribing to This Is Football if you're yet to do so. And yeah, big up to you guys. Love. Like the video, subscribe. I cannot believe this. I fully slept for an hour. Anyway, we're here, 3 a.m. Jordanian time. Let me just add the people. Hamza, yalla. Switch on your camera, yalla. You won this week. You have to be top pro. Hamza's here. Big up to you. Egal is here. Big up to you. Grigs is here. Big up to you. Lewis is here as well.
Reliable like Steven Gerrard. And reliable like Steven Gerrard.
There you are. Here, I'll put myself bottom row.
When you're needed by your team, can't deliver it. Put yourself at the bottom.
You know who you're like? You're like Lee Cattermole. Because if I'm like Steven Gerrard, twice out of 30 episodes I made a mistake, you're always late. I bet you were late today as well. I bet you were late today as well.
He fell asleep on his stream.
It happens. It happens. But Hussam, you know the funny thing is, if you were like 1 minute later, we would have canceled it.
I know. I actually genuinely appreciate you guys being here. I swear to you. I really do. I really am thankful you guys actually stayed like all along and shit. Like, I appreciate it, you guys, man. Listen, big up to you guys for hanging around. And listen, obviously, we won't be able to do the stream that we always do. So we're going to do it a bit differently today. So we no longer have to wait 5 hours for Hamza to finish his talk about Omar Barada and all that. Big up to Ryan, who says, why is it Arsenal fans who are obsessed with calling the way we play unsustainable? 27 games in and top, that's not luck. It's true. You have to have a level of sustainability to be like, top of the league in March, to be fair. It's not like it's maybe August, November, like October. Okay, but
Bro,
now
I think Rayan has gone full delusional this season. Usually he's the pessimist in your fan base. He's trying to be optimistic, and look at what it's caused him. He's always talking about other people. It's funny.
That is true. That is true. Ray is a fraud. Ray is a fraud. Big up to Fatur, says, what a fraud. 3 missed calls just for that. Skip the Chelsea segment. Nah, you don't get to make that call. What? Just because I was late. Hold that. We ain't going to skip the Chelsea segment just because I was late. You can hold that expeditiously. You get me?
By the way, how did you end up waking up? Did someone call you?
No, I just woke up naturally. I swear. I don't know what happened to my, bro, my brain clock didn't get me up. My mom was supposed to wake me up. I'm going to ask her tomorrow what happened. I probably told her, yeah, I'm awake, mom. And then I just went back to bed again. This is typical Sam behavior online. Big up to you, my guy, Steve. Big up to Fatur. You get me? Hold that, Fatur, as well. We're not going to skip the segment. Big up to all of you guys. So anyway, listen,
nice. Top pro. Nice.
I mean, they would revolt if I put myself bottom row.
Yeah, you're a fraud, by the way. You're an absolute fraud. Everyone, if you haven't shamed him already, please shame him again in the chat. But it is good to be back. Big up, everybody. Big up.
This is the only way Lewis is going to get top row anyways.
Yeah, so I'm going to take what I can get in it.
This is Lewis. You know what Lewis done today? Luis done today what Spurs done against us, VAR. Like they just got a winner. Like, oh, it's 3 points, you know? Who gives
Also,
a fuck?
what you did
The
versus
only way we
Nottingham
win is
Forest.
by scamming it, so might as well trust the
Also,
process.
what you did versus Forest, Hussam, don't forget that.
Say that again, sorry.
You did the same thing versus Forest this weekend.
What no, we didn't scam Forest. We'll get to it when you get to it. Let's just start with the Manchester Derby first. Let's go to Hamza and then we'll go to Grigs and then we'll just open the floor up, talk about it a little bit before we move on. So, Hamza, talk to me about Manchester Derby.
I heard he has a graph. Oh no.
Yeah. Let's talk about the game. About the game that happened the weekend. They talk about themselves being a big club. As I said before, let me go back. This big club, big status, whatever it is. But again, we showed it. Let me go back to before the game. Before we kicked the ball, again, we were favorites. None of their fan base had themselves favorites for that game. Every time we play them, they're scared, they're fearful. Yeah, they're not on our level. Every single game we play against them. Yeah, this time, the biggest fraud was Alex Ferguson. Biggest fraud was Ferguson. Biggest fraud was I'm calling him out. Sir Alex Chapman Ferguson was a fraud. He did not turn up to watch his boys. He did not turn up to watch his boys. I thought he turns up every single game, but he was scared. We humiliated. And you remember that commentator, yeah, Guy Mowbray, Match of the Day, said a famous quote. Back in 2009, Alex Ferguson was asked, will there be a day that Manchester City will ever go favourites in a Manchester derby? He said, not in my lifetime. Now it's every single time. He comes there and he watches his boys get a beating. The Roy Keane, they come to Sky Sports with an L, no shame, no class, and they watch their boys take a beating. Gary Neville, David Beckham, Ronnie Johnson, Henning Berg, Peter Schmeichel, Eric Cantona. Your boys took a beating every single year. Let's go back. Yeah, I don't fear them for some. I don't fear them. I look down to them. This guy's a bunch of nobody. I told you. 100%. They come here, they copy each other's the same thing. Staffy says the same thing as Grigs. They say and I think these guys have realized. I watched Mark Goldbridge, whatever it is. They say exactly the same thing as Goldbridge. The same thing. Bro,
I beg you respect me. I beg you respect me. I don't care that I'm interrupting. I beg you respect me. First of all, I beg you respect me. Thank you.
It's a planned speech. It's a planned speech so that we feel sorry for them. We say, oh, it's okay, or whatever it is. It doesn't work this time. There's something called standards. These fan base are the biggest flip-flops merchants I've ever seen in my life. I'm going to call him out. Staffy, Grigs, flip-flop merchants. Yeah, I'll give you examples. We've talked about it. Ten Hag last season, he's done better than Arteta. Arteta's never done a job like this. Oh my God, look what he's doing. This guy, all he needs is signing. 12 weeks later, he's a bum, he's shit, he's crap. Amrabat's changes. I call them tacticals, Sam. They're called the tacticals. They go and tell you about tactics. It's false. Why are you listening to that, Sam? I'm not listening to tactics by a fan base who flip-flop. You don't confuse me. I know you. Leopard doesn't change his spots. I know you're going to change. You get a new manager, you back him. Then you stab him in the back. You stabbed every manager on the back. You stabbed Grigs. You stabbed every player United. You stabbed them. You hate these players. You hate Rashford that you praised a couple of weeks ago. So come into the game, you're not loyal. You don't have faith in your team. You don't have the faith in your manager. You flip-flop. You're gonna come here, give us the same monologue you gave us last week, but I remember that. You're gonna say the guy didn't, the negative approach, he sat back, la 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 la. We shouldn't have done this. You know, you're gonna say the same thing. It's the
I know everything
same
you've got to
thing.
say against.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Look at your story. Before the game, there's only gonna be one winner. All your fan base have some shame. You said the common thing. We would be happy with a 3-1 loss as long as we don't get beaten. Grigs, what did you predict before the game?
3-0.
To who?
City.
There you are. And you're not ashamed to come here straight away. You're not hurt. It's normal. It's become normal for you to turn up here that you predict I'm going to thump you. You have no shame of backing your team. You don't have shame. You don't back your team against your rivals. I've never gone, I swear to God, never as a City fan I've ever gone to a game at United. I'm thinking United are going to win 3-0. Wallahi, never in my life. Never in my life. Wallahi, I've never ever believed
Not even in the noughties.
this guy. Never.
Even
Even
we don't
the
have
show-
evidence, so we don't know if that actually ever happened.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
there was
yeah,
no
yeah,
YouTube
yeah,
back then,
yeah.
so we don't know what happened back in 2005.
But you know what? I can say that. I can say that because 100%. Hussam, have you ever predicted United will beat you 3-0? Even at your worst point?
No,
Or you
never.
think- There you are. There's something
Never.
called standards where you back your team. You go there, you say, yo, I don't care. I know there's banter, but this is war. I have to back my boys. But they don't back their
Oh.
boys. They don't rate their boys. They're flip-flops. That's why the club is down there. Sam.
Not in a derby, Lewis.
No,
I was going to say there's standards, but there's also like expectation.
Okay,
Like I remember going
let's-
into Arsenal away last season, I thought, oh, we're getting battered.
Lewis, okay, Tottenham against
It
Tottenham.
doesn't mean you
your
accept
biggest
it.
rivals. Your biggest rivals are Tottenham. Do you go under before the Tottenham game say you're gonna get beat 3-0? Have you ever said that?
Tottenham, no.
There you are.
But
Okay.
Tottenham have never been at a level that you've been at. We've
Bro,
even come close to that.
I don't care. There's
There's a
something
bit
called
of wrong.
standards. There's
No,
no way
but
I'm
standards is accepting.
Ask him about
There's
Arsenal.
Standards
no
is whether you
way-
accept it.
Ask him
no
about the
way
Arsenal game
I
coming
will
up.
ever- Huh?
Ask him about the Arsenal game coming up. He probably
Hey,
thinks
we
that.
don't even know when that game's being played. You might have a couple injuries by then. Like we never know. Like talk
We
to me
never know.
around then, innit?
Exactly. Yeah. So the problem is Staffy.
Also,
and
be
him-
careful, Egal, because they rise to the occasion. Ask Hamza.
So in the game, Hussam,
What you said?
in the game, Ten Hag did not do anything wrong. It's a fact. It's a fact. So they can't tell me, right? He played the strongest
Oh,
team.
Staffy wants in.
Yeah. No, he played the strongest team. Yeah. Staffy wants to help Griggs now. Yeah.
Nah, I don't need no help.
Yeah. He needs to help you. He seems the way he's saying, look, he's begging for it. Someone sent super chat on the show.
Carla, I want
I-
to stir the pot a little bit.
you know, I-
Send
I-
them
I-
over the link.
What's the link?
Send them over the link.
We need how much shall we put a fair price on doubling up? Go on.
25.
Nah, I don't need no help, bro. I don't need no help.
25?
I don't.
Okay,
It's
I
not
know.
even a help thing. I think he just wants to get something off his chest and like.
Okay.
25.
see.
Okay, guys, you drop a 25. 25
Yeah, drop
piece.
a 25. Drop a 25.
25 piece, and we bring on Staffy. Since you get me, Staffy's begging for it.
Okay.
Go on. He
So
says
finish.
super chat got my show. I need to defend my pride. 25. Okay, people are saying 50. Okay, خلاص 50-50, no problem. Drop a 50 and we'll bring on Staffy.
Okay.
Go on, Hamza. Carry on.
So before the game, I said to you, it's not Ten Hag's fault. I've always kept it consistent. Yeah, ever consistent. I've said it. Their club is done. Wallahi, I've always said it. United is done as a football club. Done. And I blame a lot of their fan base. Biggest instigator, shit stirrers, glory hunters. I call you glory shit stirrers. You don't know what the mud is. You're a bunch of. You will throw every player under the bus. You throw Pogba. You throw Bruno. You throw Rashford. Your own blood. I'm not gonna throw Foden under the bus. Never. I will never throw my own under the bus. He's playing for my
Yeah,
club.
protect the
No
academy
chance.
graduates.
Foden can have a stinker. I still will do the PR for him. You know what? He's one of my own. You guys hate Rashford.
You cussing out Cole Palmer when he first joined Chelsea.
As soon as he leaves my club, I'm after him. There you are.
You're a disgrace. You're an absolute disgrace, man.
I thank you.
Biggest fraud, man. I swear on my life.
That's what I do. That's what I do. I have loyalties. I bleed blue. Yeah. Look up before after Ferguson. Those are the statistics that are being made. Plastic club. How many trophies do you have? Look how you're struggling. How many? 6 Premier League titles. 0. You've tried all the managers. 0, bro. 0. It ain't gonna get better. Let me tell you, it ain't gonna get better. Yeah. 17 major trophies. 4. You're a little boy. You're a little club in the last 10 years. You got 4. Season top in Manchester. 10. You have 0. We've dunked on you, boy. We've dunked on you. Your era is done. Well, I love it. Grizzy, I know you want to cry. How many PL won by 5?
Trust me, no, I don't.
How many games have we won by 5 goals? 35. 1 in 10 years. You've only scored 5 in 10 years once. Arsenal are dunking everyone 6-0 already. How many games already? You've only done in 10 years.
He just lied, by the way. But anyway.
Yeah. Net spend 1.2 billion. You're spending money like that. You're shit. You're crap. You're useless. You're hiring managers like this. You're crap. You're useless. You're begging Heritage. They're coming to your football club. They're telling you, Mourinho, you're done as a football club. You're done, and you threw him under the bus when he told you you don't have football heritage. Your Ferguson was gone. You're done. I've seen you. We've seen you. And then you come out here throwing Ten Hag under the bus. You come out here throwing 10. How many managers are you going to throw under the bus? How many managers are you going to throw under the bus? LVG's done it at all level. You throw him under the bus. Mourinho.
I don't think this week you can blame Ten
They're
Hag.
a bunch of jokers. Let's go back to the 2013-14 season. They finished 7th.
God,
I finished
bro.
1st. Look at this guy. Why are you begging now? Bring them one by one.
You want Staffy as well? No problem. I'm sending the link right
Bring
now.
one by one.
Just quickly before we go, Hamza, big up my guy. Bring Winter Surfer, who says, "Bring my guy Staffy to drop this fraudulent slap head down." What does this say? He said City were underdogs against Huddersfield. Big up the chat and please like the video for Hussam or else you're a freeloading bozo. Thank you so much, Winter Surfer. Big ups for dropping the 50 piece. You get me? For our guy Staffy, so he can come here and fight for his honor and his club's honor and his pride alongside Grigsy. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Winter Surfer. W's in the chat right now, Surfer.
Big up, Surfer, my G.
W's, man. I knew there would be someone in the chat. Onana's a fraud. I expected you to step up. You get me? But here, I just sent the link to Staffy. Staffy, here, the link is on your WhatsApp. You get me? But it gives me one tick, so you need to switch it on so you can receive it. Yalla. Go on, Hamza.
I'll just finish. Before the game, though, anyway, I don't need to. I mean, listen, I don't come here to talk tacticals. I deliver on the pitch. I don't need to educate you about how to play. Nah. You go there, you deliver the game. How did City do it? We knew the frauds came there. They weren't gonna fight. Their fans don't believe in their team. How can the players believe in their team? Well, think about the players. They listen to what their fans say. Grigs doesn't believe them. He cusses Anthony. He cusses Bruno. He cusses Casemiro. He cusses all these players. So what did they do? They came there fearful. They got a goal. Staffy there celebrating and watch along. I thought, you fraud. Aren't you? Is it 5 o'clock in the morning? By 5:30 in the morning already? Yeah? We've got back 1-1. Yeah, we've got this guy on ropes. And Foden showed class yesterday. Foden showed standards. Let me just praise my guy. Foden showed why now conversation has to be had on the Ballon d'Or. Ballon d'Or. I need that Ballon d'Or. Bellingham and Foden. And if you're really a Premier League football fan, because we've not had a Ballon d'Or, we have to prop together and get a Premier League English player a Ballon d'Or?
You want me to
When
prop
are
a
the
City
English-
player to win a Ballon d'Or?
when
Yeah,
the
okay,
English,
pal.
how
Okay.
many years? are
Forget that. He
English-
said City were underdogs against Huddersfield.
How many? How many?
I'll get to it. Don't worry.
English
I'll get to it. Don't
players
worry. I'll get to it. Don't
are
worry.
suffering?
When did and how and why?
When did I play Huddersfield?
FA Cup.
I'm reading the super chat. You said City were underdogs against Huddersfield.
When did I say Huddersfield? When did
FA
I
Cup
play?
fourth. FA Cup. FA Cup
I
fourth
don't
round.
care when you said it. If it was any year that was like in the tens, you're a disgrace.
He said this a month ago, Lewis.
No. Okay,
Huh?
find the video. Find the video. No. Listen, at the end of the day, Foden was outstanding. He showed levels. He showed why England are very lucky. I'm telling you now to have him as a player. Yeah, England are very lucky to have him as a player. England will never have players like Bellingham, Trent, and Foden. They're just talent. You cannot teach. I've always said, listen, I hate Trent, but I have to give him that prop. That boy is talent. Okay, defensive is bad, but those three, you have to build England and you have to play.
I've
you
never
have to
said
build
Trent
England.
isn't talented.
Forget Rhys James, man. Forget that stiff guy. He's done. Forget that guy.
Why are you trying to just deflect to some dead Trent versus James beef? Like I've ever said, I didn't even bring Trent up.
Okay, that's what I thought you were gonna bring up. Trent. Is
We haven't even gone to
Reece,
that.
Reece.
I swear, you got voices in your head, bro.
I'm sorry, Reece. Take a cough mixture.
He's got
You're
voices
sick.
in his head.
Take inhaler, stay there.
Literally, man.
Trent,
Randy Orton
Trent,
2009, bro.
Trent,
But take a
Trent,
cough syrup, you're
Bellingham,
sick.
and Foden. Trent, Bellingham, and Foden have to play. Yeah. The rest, okay, fair enough, they have to play. But those key guys, what a talent. And enough is enough. When you've had Brazil, big up Vinicius, Spain, big up Pedri. Yeah. You got Germany, big up the players. And then we have England here, who've got a talent under Pep Guardiola, the greatest coach ever, the greatest manager of all time. I don't want to hear Aberdeen's story. I'm sorry. Go and tell
Are you
those
done
people.
waffling, bro? I'm not here to talk about Pep and Pedri and Brazil, bro. You called me out. and
Sorry,
I'm here
bro.
to
This
have-
goes on for a while, innit?
I've heard a whole history lesson. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm not
Hamza.
allowing
You
that.
got it.
No,
You
I
got
already
it.
heard that. I already heard that.
I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go now since I'm the United rep here. First of all,
Can I cook him for calling me out, Grigs? And I'm not even gonna talk about the game. I'm gonna let you cook him because
go ahead.
I saw people saying, "Oh, you need to double on him." We don't need to double on him. I already know Grigs cooked you last week, and everyone was speaking about it. The streets were talking about it for a whole week. So you're about to get cooked by him again. But I'm not here to cook you about the game. I'm here to cook you because you called me out. You said my name more times than talking. Remove this shit, bro. Remove this shit. Remove this shit.
It's a trophy since 2013.
Trophies.
All right, show me the trophies
Oh,
between.
listen, last one.
Show
Last
me
one.
the trophies before that. Show me the trophies before that. Show me the trophies before that.
Let's Hamza show the last one so we can move on. Yes, Hamza.
Okay, last one. I'm just saying last one,
Yeah.
and I'll go me. I'm gonna dunk on anyone. I'm sorry.
Hurry up,
Go
man.
on mute.
All I
You're
had
gonna
on
run back to
was-
spaces. That's what's gonna
Allah,
happen.
I don't
Don't
have
be
that.
shameless.
Yeah. This is not a
Hamza,
space.
if we see you off camera, we know you're on spaces. Don't be a fraud.
When we shameless, yeah.
Mm.
There's level. This is the word I'm gonna say. There are levels to this game. Yeah. From now on, yeah, you find my club is heritage. They're your guys.
Your club is
No,
not.
one second, one second.
No,
They
your club is not.
represent
No, I'm
you
not allowing that.
guys.
Today.
One second.
No, I'm not allowing
Let
that.
me-
Stop
let me
lying.
finish.
Your
One
club isn't
second.
heritage.
1 second. You find my football club now. Yeah. Where do you find? What do you do in the weekend? Netflix. You're finding my documentaries. Pele, Michael Jordan, Luis Figo.
Weren't you mocking us for the Beckham documentary on
One
Netflix? And now you're
second.
talking to me about your documentary.
1 second. Where do you find Egal? Arsenal Fan TV. Where do you find you, my Goldbridge TV? Yeah.
Yo,
Stop
enough with the
saying
Mark
that,
Goldberg
bro.
shit.
Stop
Enough with the Mark
associating
Goldberg
us
shit.
with-
One more time, I swear to God. Enough with the
Stop
Mark Goldberg.
associating us
Your
with this
football
guy.
club that found in FTV, my boy. If you wanna watch me on Netflix, boy.
And
if
where are
wanna
you
watch-
on the weekend? I didn't see
And
you
if
at the
you want-
stadium. Why weren't
if-
you at the stadium, Hamza?
if you
Since
wanna-
we're glory
if you
hunters,
wanna
why
watch-
weren't you at the stadium?
If you
Can you
wanna
explain
watch,
to me why weren't you at the
if you wanna
stadium,
watch-
Hamza? See, he's not. He
hold
can't
your seat.
answer, bro. This is why Hamza can't answer because this guy just sits there and waffles. I'll tell you where you can find Hamza, and everyone knows that. You can find him on Spaces after every game because Hamza doesn't go to games. Hamza
I
can
got
probably
him.
argue that he used to go to Highbury when he was a kid. That's why he doesn't go to the Etihad. Because he's not from there and he doesn't go there. And guess what? That's why the one time you went to the Manchester Derby last year, you were sitting with the home fans. You was with the home fans. You wasn't with the away fans. You wasn't in the away end because you're not like that. You're not built like that, Hamza. And you sit here and you have to lie every week, and we allow it. I allowed that on the Lahwa because I was too tired that day after too many streams to even entertain your waffle. But I'm just sitting there on my couch with my shisha man, about to watch some basketball, and then I hear Hamza talking about me more than talking about the game. You said my name about 5-6 times and 0 times about the game. You know why, Hamza? Because that's your mechanism, Hamza. That's your defense mechanism. Funny enough, your channel is called Hamza Talks Ball, but you never talk ball. You just talk about us. You said Egal, you said Lewis, you said Hussam, you said Griggs, and you said Staffy, and you said nothing about the game. When we were talking about the Beckham documentary,
to that boy.
you
$9.99. $9.99.
Why are you promoting Netflix like you work for them? Why are you promoting Netflix like you work for them? You don't work for them, bro. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. All of us had more documentaries before you. Okay, your documentary took about 115 charges to get there. Okay, so when you sit there and talk about heritage, you have no heritage, bro. And this is why you weren't at the stadium. This is why the stadium is usually empty, because no matter how much you win, no one gives a shit. This is why people watch us more than they watch your team, because they couldn't give a shit about your team. Hussam didn't need to win leagues every year for people to watch him. When you talk about me waking up at 5 a.m., I wake up at 5 a.m. to watch my team, and I do streams. Where were you on Derby Day? Where were you on Derby Day? Where were you on Derby Day? Were you at the stadium? Were you streaming live? No, you weren't, Hamza. You were doing neither, Hamza. And that's the issue with you, Hamza. You come here and you waffle and you consume us in your waffle for about 40 minutes because you don't know how to talk about the game. It's not a choice to you, Hamza. You say, I'm not a tactical. None of us here are tacticals, but we can actually watch the game and talk about the game objectively, unlike you. This is why you consume us in your waffle. But you think this is, no, you didn't talk about the game, and I'm not going to talk about the game. Just stop lying to us. Stop lying to us. Stop lying to us. You're the only one here, Hamza, with an allegation that you can't beat. You're the only one here with an allegation that you can't beat because everyone says you're an Arsenal fan, and you've never beat that allegation. And then you come over here and call us flip-flops. I'll tell you what, I know 100% Egal is an Arsenal fan. I know Lewis is 100% a Chelsea fan. I know Hussam is 100% a Liverpool fan. I know Grigs is 100% United fan. You know who's the only person that I don't know is 100% a City fan? It's you, Hamza. Because in your biggest game of the season, where you say no heritage, why wasn't Fergie at the stadium? Why weren't you at the stadium, Hamza? If you're Man City hardcore, for someone who's Man City, what is this? Oh, Huddersfield.
It's him saying he's the underdogs against Huddersfield.
Bro, this is the same guy, by the way. Let me tell you something about this Hamza Waffler guy, okay? This guy goes into every game not making predictions. I'll tell you this. Invite Hamza the next time for a preview. Be like, Hamza, what is
coming on Friday, remember?
And he's never going to give you a score. But then the minute they win, they say, listen, Hamza, the minute you win, you sit here and you waffle and you talk about Fergie this, Fergie that. Fergie's the one that gave you nightmares growing up, and you said that yourself. You said you grew up hating Fergie. I'll tell you why you hated Fergie. You hated Fergie because when you grew up, he ended your invincible. Listen, he ended your invincible team, and then you switched on to the fucking blue side in Manchester. That's why you hate Fergie. You didn't hate Fergie as a City fan because you were a little City growing up. You didn't care about that. You were an Arsenal fan. Then you switched there, and you were like, you know what? This is the team that has the advantage right now. Let me go there so now I can talk shit about Fergie. You go into the game talking about Fergie for not being there.
What was Fergie wearing?
And where were you? Can you tell me where were you? I would love to know. Can someone tell me where was Hamza? Where was Hamza?
Where's Fergie wearing my top?
Where were you? Okay, so why were you wearing an Arsenal top? Where were you?
That's not Sir Alex, bro. That's fucking Alan, bro.
Okay, Hamza, why were you wearing an Arsenal top?
That's Alan Ferguson, bro. I know Alex.
We all seen that picture on Twitter. Why were you wearing an Arsenal top?
I used to call him Chapney.
Why were you wearing an Arsenal top, Hamza? Hamza, why were you wearing an Arsenal top? You know
why?
Wait,
there's a picture.
Because you was an Arsenal fan. Because when you come here, and say City have heritage, City don't have heritage. Even you knew that. Because you grew up in London. No way you grew up in London supporting City. When you were saying I was watching the 1999 treble, the Champions League final when you were relegated, there was no way you were sitting there. You're like, oh, I'm envious of this team because you were living in London, Hamza, and you were supporting Arsenal, and you still can't beat these allegations. So before you come here and lie to us, just know you're the smallest club over here. I don't care about your success because all your success is cheated. We all know that you have 115 charges to
How much are
prove
you gonna
that.
spend more?
We
How much
all
you
know
gonna
you have
spend more?
115. You can see,
Why
keep
you-
showing.
why
Listen,
you-
show all the visuals you want, Hamza. Ever since I've been here, you've been very quiet and you can't say anything back. And you're just showing visuals, Hamza. I can show visuals
That's
too,
what we
and I
talk.
can
We
show you
talk there.
visuals before Fergie.
talk there.
You're just doing that after that. Show me all the trophies before that. You can't show me because you wasn't
League
winning
position.
shit.
League
And this is why
position.
you can't sell out
Stop it.
stadiums, Hamza.
Stop it.
This is
League
why you can't
position
sell. I don't
without
care,
any-
Hamza.
When you
Hamza,
be waking
I
up
don't care
5:30 in
about
the
that.
morning.
Hamza,
You
I
be
don't
waking
care
up
about that.
5:30 in the
Hamza,
morning. That's what
Hamza,
you
Hamza,
do.
I don't care about that. Hamza, I
That's
don't
what
care
you
about
thought.
that. You talked about me before I got here. Now you're going back to actually talking about the teams. Hamza,
2015,
stop deflecting,
2016,
Hamza.
sixth.
Hamza, stop
2018,
deflecting,
sixth.
Hamza.
2019,
Hamza, stop
fifth.
deflecting.
How many years
This
are
is
you gonna
not a
wake up
Twitter space. I
5:30?
can't mute you.
How
I know
many
you're
years
used to
are
that.
you gonna
I know
wake
at this
up
point you would have
5:30
muted someone to start talking, but I'm not gonna allow you to
Why
talk,
are you
Hamza.
struggling? Why
Stop
are you
Can I talk now?
Stop
Can I talk
waffling,
now?
Hamza. Stop
Can I
waffling,
talk now?
Hamza. Stop waffling, Hamza.
Now help him out. Now help him out.
Ah,
You're
first
next.
of all,
No
thank
one
you for
needs
the
help,
history.
bro. This is
Yo,
why you're
You're
showing
next.
visuals.
You're next. He's done.
first thing
He's
first.
bloodless, he's
You're gonna. By the
bloodless.
way,
You're next.
you're gonna let me talk, and you're gonna shut up, and you're gonna let me talk. How about that? First of all, I'm not taking the interruptions.
Fergie,
Buckler.
part two.
All right. So first of all,
Okay, you
thanks
get
for the
your drinks.
history
That's a
lessons.
drink your water.
Congratulations, you got
I'm
a congratulations,
I'll
you
come
got an
back
A
to
in
you.
history in high school. Congratulations. Second of all, don't ever mention my name with Mark Goldbridge. I am my own fan. I have my own opinions. I don't care about other people's opinions. Sometimes I don't even care about Staffy's opinions, and he's my brother. I don't care about Mark Goldbridge. Don't ever mention my name with that guy again.
do.
All right.
Come on, we
Second
all
of
know
all,
he's your
congratulations.
chairman.
You've done the same exact speech 4 shows in a row. Get some
He's
new
your
material.
chairman.
Get on
Doesn't
YouTube
matter.
and start
You
and
never
make
change
different points. Third of all, you know why you talk about legends not being at the game on Sunday for Man United. Where are your legends every Manchester derby? Oh wait, I forgot. You don't have any. They don't exist. Fourth of all, I don't care about. I predicted a loss. Hamza, you're the one on here that never holds your players credible when you lose a game. You always talk about Nigel de Jong and Vincent Kompany. How about you have the cojones? You have the cojones to talk about your own players. Don't mention my players. Don't mention Hassan's players. Don't deflect. All you do is deflect. That's all you do. Have some cojones and criticize your players. I criticize my players. Also, get a dictionary. Learn what stabbing people in the back means. Stabbing people in the back is not criticizing my manager. That's not what that means. Oh, congratulations. You had a sip of your tea, whatever. Anyway, what happened on Sunday?
That was easy. That was easy.
What happened on Sunday?
Weekend.
Congratulations. I'm sure you were scared when Rashford put that shot top bins.
To all the frauds who obviously have been watching the stream, who's this guy? This is fucking Grigs. If you don't know, get to know. Grigs talks in the description. Go subscribe.
We'll call him Grigs Goldbridge.
Dumbass questions. Big up to you guys. Go subscribe to Grigs Talks right now because he just cooked the fuck out.
I'm not Mark Goldbridge. I'm
like the video as well. You want to have almost 500.
I'm gonna go back. Listen, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to my NBA game. But listen, Hamza, you're an absolute fraud.
Now you get running.
No. I don't have to. I tried to address you and you deflected. So now I'm gonna actually let Grigs do the cooking.
نكمل يونايتد segment بس خليك قبل ما نكمل السيجمنت بس نروح على تشيلسي you can leave خليك بس just this
stay in case Grigs will
spend 50
But anyway,
go ahead Grigs.
Since Hamza wasn't able to talk about the game and he gave us a history lesson for no reason, talking about 1930s, 1940s, 1950s, and all the irrelevant decades where Man City were shit anyway. Let me actually talk about the game and actually inform the people of Hassan on This Is Football what happened in the game because Hamza
wants something new compared last week.
Can you stop talking? Listen, Hamza, can you stop interrupting?
You know what?
It's not a space, bro. Can you?
Because first of all, Hamza talks about heritage, right? Manchester City are a heritage club. A heritage club doesn't verse Huddersfield that are in the championship and call themselves underdog. If you go on Hamza's Twitter, you search the word underdog, you're gonna see a tweet every single Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday before whoever City played that weekend, and they're gonna say, "Oh, we're underdogs. We're underdogs." This is the heritage. This is who I'm meant to look up to in the Premier League. You're shit. You always will be shit. And when that 115 the verdict comes out. If you are found guilty, you better hide. You better run to Antarctica. You better run to Alaska, and you better hide in an igloo. You should not be found because you will get absolutely cooked, and you will be victim number 1 of the cooking. You will take the burnt of the cooking. It will not be your club. I'm gonna make sure that you are targeted for it.
Nah, that's crazy, bro. That just did the search. That is crazy.
All you do is waffle and waffle and waffle. But on the game, I predicted a United loss. You know why? Because I'm real about my football club. I speak what I think. I don't speak. Sometimes I'll go with my heart, but most of the times I'll go with my brain. And going into this game, I expected to lose. Because it is a fact. It is a fact. You are the better team as of right now. That is true. And I expected to lose. That is fair. Is it a derby? Yes. Did I want to win this derby? Absolutely, I wanted to win this derby.
Yeah,
But we didn't win the derby because because that's what I thought was gonna happen. Because I'm a real guy. I don't waffle. I don't make shit up in my head.
Don't predict the thing.
I just speak with my heart and I speak with my brain. I thought we were gonna lose, so I thought we were gonna lose. And how the game went is exactly how I predicted it. So you want to call me a tactical? It's not my fault that I know more about football than you do, because all you know about tactics is Pep Guardiola, possession football. You think that a team should win because they dominate possession. That is not how football works. That is not. We're talking about tacticals. The word tactical came from your shit football club because Pep Guardiola did the privilege of coming to your football club. Before that, you had no idea what tactics were. All you knew was 4-4-2 long ball. Pep introduced you to what actual tactics were because I know what tactics were.
We used to beat you, Mancini 6-2. We beat you 6-1. We made you cry.
And what happened all the other times? When Fergie went 4-4-2, we beat you. I beat you with the 4-3-3. I beat you with the 4-5-1. I beat you with the 3 at the back. I beat you with multiple different formations. So,
were you there when Rooney was celebrating victory to think that they won the Premier League? Were you there? And then
I was there.
Later went on Aguero, mom. Did we not break your hearts? Did Fergie not write in his book, in his own autobiography?
Yeah, you broke my heart that day. Guess what? I ruined your whole childhood.
Come on,
you broke my heart on one day, but I ruined your whole childhood. You didn't ruin my childhood. There's no one here that ruined my childhood, but I ruined yours. You grew up envious of Manchester United.
I made your manager run. Now he's not coming to stadiums
anymore. You didn't make anyone run. No one made anyone run.
Why did your manager not come?
You know why you didn't make my manager run? Because guess what happened in Sir Alex Ferguson's last year? Who won the Premier League? Who won the Premier League when Sir Alex Ferguson's last year? The City won the Premier League.
Hold on.
I don't think so.
Why did Ferguson not
I think Manchester United won the Premier League in Ferguson's last year. So he went out on top. He went out like the king that he is. He went out like the GOAT he is. While your manager, guess where he ran from? He ran from Barcelona when Jose Mourinho came into his town. He kicked them out of Spain. That's Pep's end, and he got kicked out of his end.
Your manager.
Guess what happens when you get charged with the 115? Pep's gonna run out England too. He's gonna follow you to Alaska.
Take me to Joe. Taking my trophies back home. But guess what? Even if I go down, you'll still be shit. I'll still come back and win the league title before you do, because I've been winning for years.
Have fun winning the championship, bro. Have fun winning those trophies.
I will go down
on the game.
But
in terms of the game, City were the better team. Rashford, congratulations. Also, second of all, don't ever say that I disrespect certain of my players. I do not disrespect Marcus Rashford. Staffy will tell you this. I am one of the biggest Marcus Rashford defenders on this content scene. I back him, and I also hold him to a certain standard. I've criticized him for his leadership this year, but I also did not criticize him for that interview that came out last week. I said, talk your shit, boy, and hate on the media. I don't disrespect my players. When I don't disrespect them, I criticize them. I hold them to the standards I expect them to be held to. I criticize them. You want to talk about, I want to back Phil Foden all the time. Congratulations. That's why Phil Foden hasn't been rated for the last 5 years to the element that he deserves. All you do is coddle him.
Have you not tried against Rashford? How many players are you going to back in your team? Why didn't you back your team?
Go online, look up the Merriam-Webster dictionary, and look up the definition.
Hamza, Grigs didn't interrupt you. Let him finish, bro.
Yeah, second of all, learn what giving other people the floor to land means. All right, there you go. Isn't that what you guys say? Let me land in England. Is that what you guys say? Yeah, let me land. Okay, I'll speak in your lingo.
Land in Luton Airport. Easy jet.
Nah, that can't be real.
Easy jet.
There we go, bro. This is the guy that you guys want me to talk. This is the guy that this is Manchester City fans. This is your defender. This is the guy that you want to represent you. This guy was part of the transfer with Samir Nasri to Manchester City with Gail Clichy and Bakary Sagna. He was a part of the transfer, bro. He was the kid man that was sent with them. That's what happened. That's what Hamza was. There you go. Congratulations, Manchester City. He was the add-on to the transfer.
Listen. As I said before,
he was part of the Nasri transfer. One second, Hamza. There's a receipt Lewis has. Let me just share it quickly. I don't know. I want to see what this receipt is now.
No, I just typed in underdogs, and that was a lot. That was a lot. Underdogs again. Underdogs. Definitely underdogs.
Was that a whole city?
Sean he said he's underdog against Huddersfield.
Yeah. The Warriors sent me the video as well for that. Disgraceful, man.
Let me go back.
You actually have the video of him saying he's underdog against Huddersfield.
That's the one I tried to play earlier.
Let me say one thing.
The
biggest glory hunters. Once again, the biggest glory hunters.
Bro, look at my picture before you say that. Please have some awareness.
The biggest glory hunters are anyone who
the biggest glory hunters, and I'm in an Arsenal jersey.
Supported United yeah, during the glory days. I could
One
have
second,
easily
Hamza, let's
chosen
just listen to
United.
this. One
I could have easily chosen United. But guess what? I didn't
Wait,
want
Wait,
to
he
be a
said it
glory
on
hunter.
A-listers as
My
well?
next game. I
Yeah,
didn't
he
want
chose
to be a
Arsenal
glory
instead.
hunter. I
One
ain't gonna
second,
be
one
Griggs.
second. Start
I ain't
over.
gonna
One
be
second.
Stuffy.
One second. Let's
Then,
hear this.
my next game I'll do a watch along against an underdog against Huddersfield Town. Done in Huddersfield Town. Yeah, big up Huddersfield Town.
Big up Huddersfield.
Well,
That's
I'm
the
taking
best atmosphere in the league.
Yo, what's up? I
No.
got dunked by many people. I'm now taking everyone seriously. I'm playing underdog mentality now.
Big up Warrior.
This is
So
Harry
so
Potter.
you
This is
criticize-
the
hold on.
standard.
1 second.
This is the
So you
standard.
criticize Griggs for predicting a loss.
It is
Meanwhile, you're
100%.
saying I'm underdog until the end of the season. So what does that make
100%.
you?
No, 1 second. Let me say. If I'm a glory hunter, who's Griggs and who's Stuffy?
You just said I wake up 5 a.m.
You
to
don't know
watch
what a, you don't know
McTominay
what a
ball.
glory
That's-
hunter
You
means,
call
by
me
the
a
way.
glory hunter.
You don't know what a
someone
glory
throw a
hunter means.
dictionary at this guy's
A
head,
glory
bro.
hunter is someone who supported a team when you're going through good. Yeah. I was supporting City in 08. Okay, let's say
Bro, you sound
07,
stupid.
08.
No,
I didn't
someone
even-
who supports a team
You
because they're
supported-
good.
You supported United
Brother,
during the
I
glory
was
days.
6 years
You
old.
were
I turned on
there.
my
I
television
don't care.
and I saw
You could have
a
supported
team play
anyone
and I
else.
felt and I liked the way they played.
No
Yeah,
one
I
was
picked
ever
Chelsea because they were my favourite
The
colour.
big-
Just
the
happen to be
biggest
back-to-back
glory
champions. Up the
The
Chelsea.
biggest glory hunter.
Bod the Bird 1 and that. Thomas the Tank
You
Engine.
know,
So
you cannot be
it
a
doesn't
glory
depend
hunter.
on that.
You can't be a glory hunter as a little kid
He's the
because you don't
biggest
understand what that means.
I
You just
saw
look
that.
at you watch a sport and you think they look good. Yeah, you know what?
You can't
You-
use that
you're like-
to deflect.
Because you're 65 years old and you were watching Ruud Gullit and them guys back in the day.
I
As you
watched
name
Ruud
Roberto
Gullit, I
Baggio.
watched Sean
By the way,
Waugh,
this
I
guy,
watched
let
Joe
me tell you
Gibbons,
something
I
about
watched
this
Richard
guy.
Dunn.
Let me tell
I
you
watched
something about
Richard
this
Dunn.
Hamza
I
guy.
never
This
chose
guy,
Rosie.
this
I
guy
never chose
disclaimed.
David Beckham.
Hold on, this guy disclaimed Somalia, where he's actually from, and said he's Brazilian because he wanted to be associated with real football heritage.
By the way,
This
I
is the
spoke
guy
with-
that's
I spoke with
calling us,
Brazil.
by the way.
Safi, 1 second. I spoke with Brazil. He's banned from there because he compared Doku to Dino. I got back with the Brazilians.
Yes.
They told me you're not allowed in any city in Brazil. You're banned. So have fun going there for any
I'm just
tournament.
saying, bro,
They're
this
gonna
guy
kick you right out.
sold Somalia.
Listen.
You sold Somalia
I'm
and
Brazilian.
pretended to be
I'm not
Brazilian
good.
because you know
You
Somalia is
sold
a
my
dead
heritage.
football
Yeah,
nation,
hold on.
and you're
I'm
talking
from
to
Brazil.
us.
Why should I deny my heritage?
Hassan, where are you from? Are you from Jordan or are you
I'm
from like another?
Jordanian. I'm Jordanian. I'm not
Okay, okay,
Italian. I can say I'm Italian.
Egal, you're Somali. You always say it, right? You're proud to be Somali. I've never seen Egal walk around saying that he's Brazilian. Griggs always talks about being Greek. I always talk about being Egyptian. Lewis, I know, is Ethiopian. Why are you the only one here pretending to be something that you're not?
Since I got mentioned, I'm just gonna say this. Hamza lives in two worlds, guys. Hamza lives in two worlds. When it comes to football conversation and when it comes to football banter, he's a whole different alter ego. At this moment in time, this is not the same Hamza. This is a different person. We have to stop talking about Hamza as if he's the same person. Because really and truly, the City fan, the person you speak to on a daily basis, cannot be the same person he is on a regular basis. Because right now, look at him smile. Look at him smile. He knows. Hamza, you've said so much stuff. We have to call you out. You're a walking contradiction. You've said, you've criticized players in the past for being put in Ballon d'Or candidations.
Who?
And you have the audacity.
Give me an
have
example.
Erling Haaland in your team. When you have Kevin De Bruyne in your team. When you have Rodri, who's been playing as one of your best players this season in your team. You're putting forward Phil Foden as the Ballon d'Or candidate.
I'm saying English. For English player,
ridiculous.
He has to be there.
Then when it comes to the whole
I'm
Brazil
not
thing,
including anyone else.
Bellingham
Bellingham or him.
you want to know something, Hamza? We don't care if you used to support another team. If you would just own it and be I'm a City fan, I back City. This is the club I support now. I used to be that. It is what it is. That's my past. Let's get over it.
He moved with Samir Nasri.
But instead, you decide to say, I've been supporting since Gillingham away. I've been supporting since League One. No, bro.
I've been supporting City.
Just keep it real. If you kept it real
Hamza,
from day
have you
one,
been the main road? Have you been the main road?
If you kept it
I've
real
never
from
seen
day one, no
pictures.
one would have
I've
a
seen
problem.
I've seen a picture of you. So we can find. So here's the thing: we can find a picture of Hamza in an Arsenal kit, but we can't find a single picture.
This is like
of
the
him
Will Chamberlain.
back
This is
in
like
the
this is the Will Chamberlain effect.
Yeah.
I've never
You know
seen Will
what?
Chamberlain score 100 points in an NBA game.
If anybody found a picture of any of us wearing another person's kit from when we were young or a couple years ago, there'd be many questions. But when he shows that picture, why don't you speak about it? Apparently his answer was he was selling football kits and he modeled them all.
Bro, it's okay, bro. It's okay.
Okay,
You're not the first. You're not the first Arsenal fan turned City fan, bro.
Let me
There's a
end
whole
it.
list. There's a whole list
One
of
second.
you.
And
Let
also
me end it.
don't attach our names to AFTV. Don't attach our names to Mark Goldbridge. Don't attach Lewis to
That's actually
Jennings.
disrespectful, Hamza.
Don't
I'm not gonna
attach
lie.
Hussam to
It is.
Anfield's
I
agenda.
believe-
On a
We're
real,
our
it is
own
disrespectful.
people.
Rory's
You
alright,
don't
to be
see
fair.
us. You don't see us attaching your name to every other City fan.
Yeah, that is actually.
How many are there?
No,
Because
one
we-
second, one second.
Bro, can you name them?
Yeah, give a look.
Open goal.
It's
Open
literally
goal.
like that, Big Steven, that's it, and LB.
I was an open header right there. Easy,
One second, one
easy,
second. I'm
easy
finding
tapping
one
for
second.
Up the
Lewis.
Chelsea.
No, one
Assist of
second.
the season from Egal.
Oh, are you trying to find us in a different jersey? You ain't gonna find it, bro.
Yo, by the way, Hamza, the reason why you always find a way to get cooked even when your team loses
No, one
is
second.
because you can't sit there and speak about Foden's good performance. You can't sit there and
Hold on,
speak
one
about the
second.
actual
Some
game.
zoom into my picture.
Okay.
I can't
No,
zoom.
one
What,
second.
how do you want me to zoom?
in. So when I shared this picture, when I said this and I wrote this,
Oh,
one second, and I went to I said, story of the night, and I posted it that I want to buy kits for my family members, different kits, and I showed everyone's, and I had the Juventus trousers. Yeah, I went to Turkey, and these are cheap kits. So hold on, you've managed to scroll there to take that picture there and say, oh, let me zoom in and say it's an Arsenal. You know me, I don't take anything. I laugh at it.
I
That's
have a
what you
question.
take it.
Why did you take the
You see,
pictures
one
though?
second. You see,
Why did you
this
have
is-
to try them on?
see, that's the
He was picking a
What's-
club at
that's why I
that
was a
day.
bit confused about that picture because that's not a real Arsenal kit. It's not a real kit.
He was
Hold on.
sitting there
Yeah,
picking a new
Yeah,
Right,
but
team.
that's what we get
You
from
can't even
Turkey,
tell.
Lewis.
You get
Hold
fake
on. What?
shit. You get fake
But
kits there,
that's
bro.
what we get
You don't
from
get
Turkey.
real
We
shit
get-
over there.
Okay, one second.
Hamza, were you auditioning for new
What was
teams
that?
that day? Is that why you wore all
That's
these
what we get
jerseys?
from
Listen,
Turkey,
I
Turkey, Lewis.
have
He was in
different.
Turkey.
No, but guys,
It
don't
was
act
No,
like
that's
Hamza's not
that's
known.
before we even knew it was
Don't act
from
like-
Turkey.
don't
When I
act like
first saw the
Hamza's not
pic, I was
known.
like, what
Don't act like
season's
Hamza's
that?
not known for owning multiple kits. Because Hamza,
No,
I could
one
pull
second.
up-
You got
I could-
answer
I
your
could
question.
pull up-
One second.
I
You
could
got no
pull
one
up the
second.
pictures
One
of
second.
you on my
I answered
stream
your question.
where
I
you were
have
wearing
one
several
second.
different
I have
kits
Ajax
within the
kit
same
of
stream.
Patrick Kluivert. I can remove my thing. I have Ajax kit of Kluivert. I have Ajax of Clarence Seedorf. I have Donadoni with AC
But then
Milan.
how did you become a City fan if you
But
back
one second,
all these
one second.
Italian
But I
greats?
don't need, that one I don't need to justify. I don't need to justify that.
So you can sit here and call us
Hold
out
on.
for being
But-
fake
but
fans
one
with
second.
no
Don't call me
evidence.
a glory hunter.
You're calling
The
out
glory
a
hunter.
Don't call me
6-year-old
glory hunter.
Griggs.
Hold on.
So you're
The
saying
glory hunter
Griggs was a
is
glory hunter at
United.
6-year-old.
There's no
So he
way.
was 6 and he was a glory hunter, but you're not a
100%.
glory hunter, but you don't want to
100%.
explain why.
I
How does that even
Hamza,
work?
Hamza,
This
I
is
will
why
not
you're an
put your hand up.
absolute
I will
fraud.
put your hand up,
Prove
take
that.
the L, move on, bro.
No, I'm
You're
not
an-
taking it. What am I taking it?
You're an absolute fraud.
Your team
You're-
won, but on this stream, you're taking a massive L.
No. Listen, I'm a lot.
For the fact that, by the way, Phil Foden had an incredible performance, you should be gassing him up. You should be asking,
No, no.
putting in. You should be having a
One
certain conversation with Phil Foden. Instead, you're focusing on me at 6 years old and what I
Bro,
did and what club I
no.
supported.
You guys are
That
talking about
only-
Foden. I'm looking at Rodri. I'm like, yo, that guy just
Exactly.
No.
Back
Listen,
see, and you talking about me not backing my
I-
players,
I
bro.
talk-
If
I
my
talk
players were
about-
playing the way that you were, I would be having insane conversations. Instead, you're
No,
focusing on my
It's
club.
not genuine
So
for
that
him. He
shows who
doesn't.
the
he-
big brother is, and that shows who the little brother is. You
No,
always
the
want
difference-
to
the
focus on
the
me.
di- the
I never
difference
focus on
is-
you.
1 second. The
You guys
difference
know.
is-
You guys always
Okay.
speak about validation from
Yeah.
my perspective, but is it not what Hamza's doing week in, week out? Like his
No,
team
I'm,
wins.
hold
Yo,
on.
he
hold on.
asked Real Madrid for validation every week on Twitter. He's like, Real Madrid fans, do you agree with me? Barcelona fans, do you
To
agree with me?
No, 1 second. It hurts a lot of rivals to see City doing this well.
No, it
So the
doesn't.
only way.
No,
one
No,
second,
it
Nobody
doesn't.
cares.
no,
We
one
don't.
second,
We don't give a fuck.
no, 1 second. 1 second. I said.
Lewis
People
doesn't care
actually
at all.
want you to win.
I said facts. I said facts.
I'm just glad they stop everyone else from winning it. That's all.
What
There
fact?
you go.
What fact
There
did
you
you give
go.
us so far,
United-
Hamza?
and
Can you tell me
United
what the
and
fact
Man-
is? What is the
United
facts
is-
that you gave us so
the
far?
la-
Because you
last
came
10
on
years-
and you said I blame the loss on Fergie, and then you
La-
say
no,
speak
the
facts.
last
You
10
understand
years-
how stupid that
One
sounds?
second. You took it personal because when I said United are shit, Fergie didn't turn up. Fergie is a disgrace.
I didn't take anything
United
personal. You
is a
called me
disgrace.
out, Hamza.
You're predicting a winning. See, I'm talking facts. It's true. You're
Yeah, Hamza.
predicting a loss against your team. That's a lot. That's an L. Whether you
Hamza,
like it or not,
you
that's
predict.
the L in
You
football.
don't make a
I'm
You
prediction.
call yourself an
Bro,
underdog against Huddersfield Town.
100%.
Hamza,
I've
you're
never
not making a
predicted-
prediction this week.
I watch Sean Gota and Gary Neville play each other.
Hamza,
I
nobody
swear to God,
cares.
we
Okay,
never
so
predicted
Hamza,
we're gonna lose.
Hamza, are
this
you gonna make a
weekend,
prediction for
I
the Liverpool
expect a
game?
prediction against Liverpool. I expect an honest prediction against Liverpool. And
Are
if
you
you
gonna
do not
make
make
a
a
prediction for the
prediction,
Liverpool game?
I don't
No
want to hear a
prediction against
single
Liverpool.
peep out of you.
You see,
Then shut
you're a
up.
You know
coward.
why?
Then
You know why?
everything you
You're a
talk about
coward.
is irrelevant.
You know why?
Everything you
being
talk about is
cowardice.
irrelevant.
Every prediction I've made, I've taken an L.
You're being a coward.
So what I said earlier? What I said earlier? No cojones.
But then
No
one second.
cojones.
Then when
No
Arsenal and
cojones.
Liverpool fans don't say
Stand
they're
up
going to
and
win
be
the
a
league,
man.
call them cowards.
You got 1 second. I hate when every club does this. When you're the favorite and you want to call yourself the underdog, that's the smallest club mentality you can have.
Hamza,
You
is
can
this
stand
how
up
you
and be
dressed
a
in
man.
Somalia? I mean in Brazil. Is that how you guys
That's
dressed in
Turkey.
Yo,
Brazil?
I don't see.
That
I
doesn't
don't
look
see
like
Hus-
a Brazilian
I don't
dress.
see
to me.
that. Yo, I know. Hassan's
wow.
represents a
Bro,
big
that's
club.
not
I don't
Somali.
see
I
Hassan
don't know
calling
what that
himself.
is.
That's
Hassan,
Turkey. That's
got-
Turkey. That's Pasha. That's how they dress in Pasha.
Yeah,
When
that's
you're
how they dress
guys,
in-
big up everyone. Yeah, I'll tell you a story. Yeah, Mahad, I'll tell you. You want to know the story? I was a Barca fan. Well, they used to thump you 4-1. Well, they thumped Arsenal 4-1. Yeah, I was a little kid. Yeah? Remember, I was a kid. I told you.
You was a
Big up
Barca
Patrick Kluivert.
fan.
Big up Patrick Kluivert. I loved Barcelona.
So
Barcelona.
you moved to
You
City
are
when
actually so bad
wait,
at covering your tracks. You know
One
that.
second.
You're the
Hassan,
worst criminal in the world.
Wait,
One
Hassan,
second.
One
actually-
second. You
This
talk
is
about Patrick
football
Kluivert.
community
One
comes
second.
with
One second.
respect.
You're
second.
the worst criminal in Sancho Bob, bruv. What is this?
1 second. He talked about
Listen,
Patrick
one second,
Kluivert,
what
and
are
you
you
mentioned
doing?
Barcelona
I will show
beating
you
Arsenal
how.
4-1.
I
When did
was.
Barcelona beat Arsenal 4-1 with Patrick Kluivert? They were beating them 4-1 with Lionel Messi, not Patrick Kluivert. So
Yes,
at
they
least
did.
get your game
They
correct.
did. One second. See, one
When did
second.
that happen?
1 second. What's my email?
Bro, I could go
Kluivert's
make
on
an
fire,
email
like
right
Yahoo.
now with
Yes,
any other
yes.
play. What does
1
that
second.
even
Let's
mean?
go back to the year.
Yeah, Hamza,
Let's go
why are
back.
you showing us your emails?
No, I'm showing you. Kluivert, I used to love
See,
Barcelona.
Hamza, this is the point.
Okay,
You're
you're a
the
Barca
only
fan.
one has
So
these
you were a Barca
allegations.
fan.
Comes out here
And then
moving
what
like
you say?
Hillary Clinton and shit.
1
Let's
second.
go.
1
I
second.
clocked it,
1
bro.
second.
Hamza,
Hold
I thought Hamza was part of the Samir Nasri
Hamza,
transfer.
Hamza.
He was part of the Pep
bro.
Guardiola
Okay,
transfer.
Stop showing us the emails.
Yes, yes.
Hold on. Look at the year.
Why are you sending? What are you doing? Why are you emailing UEFA?
What are you
Look at the
showing
year.
us, bro?
Look at the year.
What are you
UEFA
showing us?
2002.
Yo.
Okay.
shame on you.
Wait,
Because
so
one
in
second.
2002, you was a
Everyone-
Barca fan, not a
One-
City
no,
fan.
one
You
second.
told
No,
me.
no, no,
no,
You
It
told me
wasn't in the month.
1999.
In the
Hold
one
on.
second.
No,
No,
I got
I'm-
this guy. No, I'm cutting you
one
off.
second. Let me
I'm
finish.
cutting you off. No.
Let me- no, one
You
second.
said in 1999. Stop,
One
Hamza.
second.
Stop,
second.
Hussein. Mute him because
Let me
he's
finish. One
he's
second.
caught now.
Let me
Hamza
finish.
said in
I used to
1999.
look like
Hamza,
Patrick
stop
Kluivert. I
interrupting
used
me.
to look
Stop
like- I used
interrupting
to look
me.
like Patrick
No,
Kluivert.
Hamza, you're not
I will-
talking.
I look like
I
Patrick
don't
Kluivert.
care, Hamza. You're not
In
talking.
1999,
You said
a
in
little young boy
1999
and had
you was
curly
watching
hair,
the treble.
Kluivert.
Hamza,
Everyone in
you
my
said
age
in
used to call me Patrick Kluivert.
1999
I
you
used to
was
play like
watching
Patrick
United win
Kluivert.
the Champions League.
I used to
I'm
love
not gonna
Barcelona.
let you speak.
I used to
I'm
no,
not
one
gonna let
second.
you
I
speak. You
used to
always
watch
do this to us, so
Rivaldo.
I'm gonna do it to you back. I
Barcelona,
don't care. We
Guardiola.
can keep going.
Guardiola
we can keep
was a
going.
heritage.
We
when
can
I
keep
was
going. We can
So,
keep going.
hold on.
We can keep going.
You know
You
the
said in
fact that you think that
1999 you was
Barcelona-
watching the Champions
I
League
was
final
watching-
and it
Iggy,
hurt
2
you to
seconds,
see
let him
Fergie
speak.
win. You said in 1999, you said you watched the Champions League final and you was hurt because you saw Fergie win. Now you just showed us an email about Kluivert and Barcelona in 2002. So you're
Look
telling me you was a
Barcelona.
Barcelona fan, but at the
Barca,
same
I love
time
it.
you was
I
a
love
City
Barca.
fan and you were disappointed
I
at
love Barca.
Ferguson. Now I
love
understand
Barca's
your
appearance,
obsession with
but
Pep.
I'll tell you
Because
why.
if you were indeed a Barcelona fan, it means that you actually moved with Pep in 2009 or whatever it is when they left Barcelona and then they joined City. So you actually just exposed yourself right now. You wasn't an Arsenal fan. You was a Pep fan. You was a Barcelona fan, and you only became a City fan when you went there.
I hope your club is better at covering their tracks than you are.
Look, he's smart,
And
bro.
this
Look
house
at this.
case goes,
Look
you're
how
gonna
he's
get
slick.
found
He
guilty
knows he's
very,
caught.
very quick, by the way.
Look at him. Put him on big screen, Hassam. Look at him. He knows he's caught. He knows he's caught. Look at him, bro. He was just looking, bro.
I'm just laughing.
Look, he's guilty. He's guilty, bro. He knows it. We exposed him finally. Oh,
Sam
now you're gonna put your
100%.
poker
No, I'm
face.
not
Too late now. Too
Okay, let me
late.
finish. Let me
All
go.
you have to do is
This
talk
is
about
now
Phil
a
Foden,
Hamza
bro.
investigation. This isn't even.
All you have to do is talk about Phil Foden.
That's
and
what you
Rashford
deserve.
got away with it.
It's a
That's
big
what you
up-
deserve.
I've been doing YouTube for like 7 years. I don't think I've seen a cooking like this. this.
Listen, the thing is,
I don't think I've ever seen a cooking like this.
Brother, he
Send
beat
me
Tottenham.
that clip, by the way.
Listen,
Yeah,
Hamza,
you've won the derby and you've got like one of the biggest cookings I've ever
What does
seen.
Sam always
on
say?
the
What
tap.
does Sam
Listen,
always says?
big-
Hamza tries to
listen.
win every battle, but he
This
loses
is
the war.
insane.
He
One
lost
second,
the war
let me-
today. He tried to
I
pick.
can't
He tried to
shoot,
pick
I
a war
can't
against
shoot.
the wrong people.
Hamza,
Okay.
if you would have just came here
One second,
and
okay,
said
let
we
me
won
say
3-1,
something.
This is
Phil Foden had a
insane,
massive
bro.
Ask me.
pass.
Listen,
All you
Erling
had to do
Haaland
was
did a
talk
big
about the
goal.
football. Instead, you attacked us and
So
attacked
what
our
you asked me about
integrity.
Barcelona
You
fan,
called
I
us
told
goal
you,
bridge. You
I
said we're
used to
glory
like
hunters, and we
Barcelona
just
in fact.
exposed you for
Everyone
being a
used to
glory
wa-
hunter.
One second. The problem with you as glory hunters didn't
There we go
realize
again.
when
We
we
just
grew up-
proved you're
one
the
second,
glory hunter.
One second. When we grew up in England,
Yo,
back
someone
in
take that
2000,
screenshot of
one second,
I'm
Hamza's
not from
email.
England.
It's a fact.
I'm not from
Jobs-
England.
Jobs
I'm not
always
from
talks about
England,
that.
so I don't
One
give a
second, okay,
shit
let me-
what
let me
people in
tell you.
England do
When we
and
used
how
to
they
watch
support
in
their club.
England,
I don't care how Louis
everyone
started
used
supporting
to
this club.
watch
I don't care how
Sky
Egal started
Sports,
supporting Arsenal.
and they
I
used
don't
to
care how
watch
you started
Italian
supporting
football.
Lazio,
And everyone
Girona,
used to support
Barcelona,
Italian
Real Madrid,
football.
whoever the
People
hell you
used to
started
like AC
supporting.
Milan or Inter Milan, or people used to watch Barcelona. And that was the culture. People grew up as kids watching AC Milan, loving AC
And
Milan.
guess what the
watching
culture in
Inter
America
Milan,
was? It
because
was
we
Premier
had the
League football.
opportunity. One second, we had the opportunity being shown free football. We were given free football at that time. So I used to look at Clive Rivaldo. Why am I gonna hate Rivaldo? I don't give a shit about these Premier League clubs. So we used to love other foreign clubs, AC Milan.
You
Inter
ain't
Milan.
just said.
The fact, hold on.
Dude,
The
he
fact
just
that you
said I
guys-
didn't give a shit about Premier League clubs. So he wasn't a City fan. He just exposed himself again. Am I the only one hearing this?
1999. Once again, City were relegated. Let me tell you.
In
City were relegated.
1999, you was watching Barcelona because
This
you
case
didn't
is
care about
peak,
the
bro.
Premier League.
We were
Wait.
watching
Do
Channel
you
4
guys not
Football
understand
Italia.
how he's
One second,
digging himself a bigger hole?
We were
Sam,
watching.
listen to
Can
this.
see,
We were
bro.
watching. Let me tell you.
Sam,
we
listen
were
to this.
watching
He
in
said in
Channel 4
1999,
something called
I was
Football
watching
Italia.
Barcelona
It used to be
football because I
shown in
didn't
Channel
care for
4.
English
Let me
football.
one second.
But he's
The
trying to
football
convince you he
used to be
was
shown
watching
in
a
Channel
team
4
in
Football
league in
Italia,
the
and they
championship.
used to show teams like Parma, Fiorentina, AC Milan, Inter Milan.
And
So
guess
you
what?
left
They
all
showed in
that and then you
America.
And we
went
used to watch it
to
on
watch the
Channel 4.
championship.
And then, one second, if you had Sky Sports,
This
you
is
used
a
to watch
Hamza
La Liga.
investigation at this
Because
point.
people used to
Yeah, I
watch La
can't lie.
Liga.
The title might need to get
Hold
changed
on.
again.
No, because they're asking me an honest question. I can't lie. Yes,
And he's been
for me
found guilty
hold on.
already.
I hated United. I hated Arsenal. I was supporting Barcelona when they played Arsenal and they thumped them 4-1. Patrick Kluivert, Luis Figo, Luis Enrique scored. You can go and Google it. I watched it live. I watched it live. I
Put
watched
Omar
United
Roj's comment, bro. Put Omar
3-3.
Roj's comment.
I watched United 3-3 when Giovanni was their striker. See, that's heritage. I watched
Seeing
it.
as you're
I
a Pep fan, I want to tell you his entire legacy is
know-
built off
I
a false
know.
game at
I-
Stamford
I-
Bridge.
One second.
Dickhead.
That's
Stop
why I-
complaining
that's
of
why I
Rabo.
always-
Dickhead.
Bachelor's in
I have
2002
standards.
email.
I have
Gmail didn't
standards.
even exist back
I
then.
don't have standards like you. I had standards. I'm so grateful. I was given the opportunity of seeing great players. You are watching Garnacho, praising Garnacho on the stream every Saturday. Garnacho
Wait.
does this.
So
Kobe
you
Bryant
chose
does
to
this.
watch
The
Barcelona
standard
because
is
they had
different.
great
When I
players,
see Calvin Phillips, I call him
but
out.
that
That's
doesn't
the
make you a
difference.
glory
My
hunter.
knowledge in
So when you
football
were a
is
kid,
better
you chose to
than
watch
your shitty
Barcelona
knowledge of
because it
football
was
you
good
talk about Kobe
football,
Bryant.
but that doesn't
When
make you a
tell me
glory
Calvin
hunter.
Phillips is good, I tell you it's crap. When I tell you,
Bro,
my
you
So
favorite
that's
called
not
footballer-
backstabbing.
You
I
called
don't know
Doku baby
That's
Ronaldo.
backstab, right? So that's
So you
backstab
just
right
so
there.
you backstabbed
you backstab
Calvin
players.
Phillips. You backstabbed Calvin Phillips by your own logic because you said Grigs, when he criticizes players, he's backstabbing them. You just said I
He
criticize.
called
No,
Calvin
I
Phillips.
don't call all my players. I'll never call all my players.
Also, it depends on
You-
how many you backstab.
Call all single one of your players. Every single one.
Excuse me?
You will never back them.
Excuse
I
me,
can
you
see
called
Doku
That's
Kyle
not
having
true.
Walker out
That's
last
that's
week.
not true.
Okay, let me give you an example.
Yo,
Let me give-
Staffy, he called Kyle Walker out last
Doku is
week.
having a bad game. I would never criticize.
Bro, he
him.
just
You know
said
what?
these players
I'm
are
patient.
shit and I
You
watch
called
them, but
Calvin
if I
Phillips
criticize
bullhanger.
them,
I
it's
am
I'm
patient.
a backstab.
When you see
I'm
Bruno
not allowed,
doing
Hamza.
well,
You're all over
when
the
Bruno
place.
has been doing
You
well
need
for
to
the
stop.
last 2 seasons,
You need to
you
stop.
guys, you don't
You need
back
to
him.
stop. We
You throw him
exposed
He
you.
under the
has
bus.
been. In my
Bruno-
opinion, he has been doing
Bruno
it.
We
is
I
not
exposed
back
you.
him.
We
Guess what,
embarrassed
Hamza?
you.
So you
We did
you
our
back
job.
every single player.
You
I'm not a
cooked yourself.
Pep. I'm not a Pep. I don't view football just the way
Listen.
Pep Guardiola views football because I'm not a fraud. I don't.
Listen,
I don't,
Detective
I don't
Staffy did
idolize
his
Pep
job
Guardiola.
today.
He's not my
Staffy
guy.
did
I don't
well.
go on my knees for Pep Guardiola and worship him. That's not what I
Big
do.
pause.
yeah. But yeah, that's a
Thank you,
pause. But
Egal.
anyway,
Yeah, that's a big pause.
Hey,
but,
yo.
but that's what City fans do for Pep though, because he's the
Hey,
almighty.
yo.
He's
I
the
respect
almighty.
Pep because he was a
But
great player.
anyway,
He was a
but
great player.
he was a great player. That's why he was
greatest
caught for
manager I've
steroids,
ever
right? That's
seen in
why
my life.
that's why he got
Okay,
caught
can
getting
I-
steroids.
can I say
That's
something
why he
on
got
this
caught
game,
doing
please?
steroids, right? That's why he got
Can I
caught
say
doing
something on
steroids,
this
right?
thing
Yeah,
before
yeah.
you're done?
So he cheated as a manager
your
and he cheated
knowledge
as a
in
player.
football
Congratulations
is
to him.
that Twitter
Anyway,
knowledge of Mark Goldbridge. You see that knowledge of Goldbridge? This is why I say
what did
you
I,
and
what did I
Staffy
say?
is saying
What
the
did I
same
say?
thing as Mark
Yo,
Goldbridge.
he's
What
trying
did
to
I
trigger
say?
you.
You
Don't fall
take
for it.
these things that
Don't
you
fall
don't take. You don't
Greg,
remember.
don't fall for
You've
it.
never seen Pep Guardiola as a footballer. I watched Pep Guardiola play with Philip Cocu. You've never had a Philip Cocu. You don't know where Philip Cocu played. If I told you players like that, but I watched him play. So when people say he was a drug cheat, I'm thinking,
Who are
yo,
we waffling about now?
how can you
As
cast
a
Pep
manager,
Guardiola?
this he got caught.
Philip
You
Cocu.
have to cast players like Edgar Davids.
Oh,
You have to cast other great players like Maradona. So you attacking Pep Guardiola for something that he did at Brescia
Hamza,
tells me it's the same recycled thing from our Goldbridge.
Hamza. I'm just gonna say this. Hamza. Your team did not
Hamza,
show
be
up for the
careful-
first
Hamza,
20
today, by the way, be
minutes in the
careful with what you
derby.
did today, by the way.
And
Just
then
know
from
you have
there-
made an enemy.
From
Just
there,
know. Now I'm
you-
gonna cook the shit out of you every
One-
single
one
week.
second,
I have
second.
made it my personal mission to cook
Why?
you every week. I have made it personal.
You
Because
did
you
what-
You
triggered
can
me
cook
today.
me. I don't mind.
Congratulations.
I don't mind. I
Congratulations.
don't mind.
You
You can
triggered
cook
me.
me.
Yo,
I
Luza,
thought
I don't take
I
cooking
don't know how long
personally.
we're gonna spend on this one topic, but I just
Hamza,
wanted
you
to
found a
say,
need to trigger me. Congratulations. But
if
first
you
of all,
let
always
Hamza
It's
remember
not
off
this.
even a
this
Manchester
week,
derby anymore. I'll be real with you, Egal. You're talking
Don't
about the
ever
topic.
compare
This
my
is
football
Hamza
knowledge to that
investigation.
guy. I have told you this. I said,
Yeah,
be careful
I've
what
fully
you say on
changed
here.
the timestamp to Hamza investigation. Like, we didn't even talk about the game. Hamza
Facts.
just got found guilty. Like
Listen,
a club.
Hamza,
No, because they
Hey,
know
Hamza
this is
barely
topic.
talks
I
about
didn't-
the game.
Hamza,
So
They
Didn't
know
win
that I'll
against
get
them.
rattled.
your
and I
team
take it
won.
personal, and I
Hamza,
never
your
took it
team
personal.
won.
And I
You
Bro,
Bro,
take it
you
personal.
said
I
my
never-
name.
You
You
take it
called
personal.
me out
No,
like,
this
Leave
bro,
it,
this guy's
Egal.
insane.
Leave it,
Don't
leave
get
He
it,
rattled.
said,
leave it.
no, this
You
guy's
mentioned
hilarious,
my
bro.
name.
I'm not even on
You
the
mentioned-
stream.
first
He
of all-
said, stuff is a glory hunter. I come on here to defend myself. He's like, I never made it personal. You said my
No,
name.
hold on,
It doesn't get
hold
more
on.
personal
I
than
call
saying
glory
someone's
hunter.
name.
Hold on.
Talking about, bro.
I don't take things personal. And I never
Did
take
you
things
mention my
personal.
name
I
with a
never
certain
get
guy?
rattled.
You
That's
talk
to me to show you. You can call me an
No.
Arsenal fan. I don't
It's
get
like
rattled.
me saying,
Second of
yo,
all-
fuck Lewis, but it's not personal. I just said
Second of
his
all-
name, but it's not personal.
Second of all, you question my fandom. Second of all, you question my fandom when you call me a glory hunter
Guys,
when I was
Lewis
6
is
years
a
old.
glory hunter.
When that
Oh,
second
come on,
term
man. That's like
does not apply to a
dickhead.
6-year-old because all I did because you talked about
Have
how
you ever
watch
been to
great players-
Anfield, mate?
You watch great players with the national team, right? This is what I did. In America, we don't have this Channel 4 bullshit. All we had in America in 2007, we had Premier League games and we had Serie A games. So the first club I was introduced to was Manchester United, and I saw a spiky hair Ronaldo, and I saw a skinhead Scouser named Wayne Rooney, and I saw them cook Premier League teams night and day. And then when I turned on Serie A, the first thing I saw was a black and red kit with AC Milan, and I saw Ricardo Kaká cook every single team, and I also fell in love with that club. So the same thing that you did also applies to me. So make sure when you make your point, you know the facts and you know the background history. You don't know the background history, so you're gonna get caught and you're gonna get cooked every single week from now on because you don't know how to cover your tracks. I know how to cover tracks. You don't, and you better hope your club also knows how to cover the tracks because come June, when that decision comes and you're found guilty, God help you.
This
and
is
what
the
that
same
cooking
thing.
that you're gonna get.
115
Because I'm gonna make
charges.
sure
You're found
Hassan,
guilty.
this is a
Greg,
stream with just me
I'll
and
tell you
you,
something right
and-
now. I will actually pay money so he can give us an exclusive when City get charged. I will stop Hamza from going on another channel. I'll send him money. I will wire him money just so he can be exclusively on This Is Football. I'll bank transfer. I'll transfer to Hamza's account to get me just so he's here because if City get charged, this Professor Hamza guy specifically needs to get cooked like no one's business. I'll be sorry, that's the
We will not
one
be
guy
charged.
that
There's
gets cooked.
nothing's
And
gonna happen. No.
one second,
nothing.
Hamza, 1 second. خلص حبيبي والله you've lost, you've been fried after you won 3-1. 1 second. Yeah. Listen,
You won the derby,
just
but you
wanna
lost the
say-
stream. It is what it is.
100%. I want to second what Lewis said. I've been on YouTube 3 years. This is by far the worst cooking I have ever fucking seen, honestly. Only in second place close to it is when on Al Ahwa we grilled Hamza for the charges. So we all wore suits and we just sent him to jail. So he's been sent to jail twice at this point. And honestly, I actually didn't expect this. Like, I thought it was just gonna be, Hamza talking about United and shit like that. Hamza just got fully investigated. I know Staffy wants to go, but let me just read the super chats because some of them address him before we move on to Chelsea. Hamza today was just like a beating like never before. Also, guys, we almost have 1,000 people watching us. Can we please get to 500 likes at least? If you're not liking the video after prime entertainment, like right here, then Like, you can't be helped. You cannot be helped. Lewis, imagine we have 1,000 people. We're on 300 likes. Guys, what kind of behavior?
Oh,
Hey, Hamza got
Moving like my
investigated.
club.
Guilty. Come on, man.
I
Come
was
on,
not
man.
found guilty. There was no guilty about that. Fake
Hamza, are you
charges.
scared of Man United?
no,
New
you are
manager?
guilty, mate.
Man
Staff
United,
collective
listen, Man United is a small
check.
club. Listen, they're done. They're finished. This fan base are done. They have nothing to talk about. The same thing they recycle. They say the same thing about the manager, whatever it is. But I think, why would I be scared for a club that's done for the last 10 years?
Hamza, you talking about recycling when you're Greta Thunberg is crazy. Big up to you, Denishan. Big up to Onana Francis. Shout out Hussam. Fuck you, Hamza. Hey, big up, straight to the point. You get me? Listen, I appreciate you, Onana Fraud. Big up to Inter Surfer, of course, who dropped the 50 piece. He says, bring my guy Staffy to drop this fraudulent slap head down. He said, City were underdogs against Huddersfield. We watched that as well. Big up the chat, and please like the video for Hussam,
Fake
or else
news.
you're a freeloading bozo. Facts. Make sure you are hitting the like button because we still have Chelsea to come. You get me? But today we're doing a different style. So Lewis will start his own club section. Big up to you, Surfer Habibi. Big up to MP says, hi guys, and big up to Sam. Big up to you, MP. I appreciate you. Big up to Felipe says, Staffy is a legend. This is how you deal with this annoying fake City fan. Hamza, I've seen you on AFTV wearing an Arsenal shirt. Fake, just like your club. Is this true?
Fake news. Another fake news. Back
No, we're gonna need that if that's true. We gotta bring all evidence.
show
to the
me.
table.
Felipe,
Show
if this
me.
is true, you need to send it to me, brother.
Yeah, send it to us. Go on.
Yeah, send it, Felipe.
Yeah, because I believe that would already be doing the rounds.
Come on, man.
We need it. We need it. Hamza gets cooked everywhere he goes. Everywhere he goes. Hamza gets cooked everywhere he goes. Big up to you. Oh my lord. Big up to you, Ellie. Big up to Luke Skywalker says Hamza getting baked in Grigs's oven. Big up to you, Luke. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Big up to Toka who says Hamza getting cooked, injected in my veins, man. Big up to you, Toka. I know you.
I got too many haters. Too many haters.
You got fried today. There's also other rumors that Hamza used to appear on AFTV back in 2012. Internal investigation still
Where is
ongoing.
this video?
Fatur, if you ever
find
find
that
the
video.
clip, if you ever find the clip, Fatur, and you do not send it to me,
My guy goes,
I'm blocking you. We need this.
Hey, well, I have
More
got
than
so
we
many
believe.
haters.
We need this, brother. We need this. Big
Bro,
up
I would not
Fatur,
be
my
surprised
brother.
if they find out of someone's face and they put my face there. I guarantee you. I want to see this video.
I don't think so. We have a videographer that good.
Bro, anything 2024. When I see Vel doing those videos, anything can happen.
No, I understand that anything can happen when you see Vel doing these videos.
Man thinks
Vel
he's
is a
gonna get
menace.
deepfake like
so
Taylor Swift.
I hear what you're saying. Big up to you, Fatur. The football club says when you reveal too much about yourself online, you get found out very easily. Rest in peace, Hamza talks ball. There you are.
Uncomfortable.
Hamza, do you realize, bro? I don't think you realize what the fuck just happened.
Sam, you see the
You got-
allegation about Arsenal? I never get offended. I've never. Other people.
I wouldn't be
yeah,
offended
yeah.
about if someone says something real. I wouldn't be offended too.
Why would
if
I
someone-
get offended with something that's not true? You don't need to get offended.
What, you have a rebuttal for everything else. I mean, I'm sorry when we see how you move as a character, and that's the one thing that you can't beat the allegation of. By the way, you just exposed yourself, and you said he was a Barcelona fan, and that actually changes everything.
I used
And
to,
I'm
I
gonna
used to
go and
support
clip that.
I used to like Barcelona.
You
A
you
fan.
proved you're a liar. You said I didn't watch English football because English football wasn't as good as Serie A and Barcelona and them. But you're trying to convince us that in the meantime you was watching a championship team in Man City that are not even from your hometown because you're from London.
Yeah,
It's not like you're even from Manchester.
One
So
second.
you just proved
Hold on.
yourself wrong.
So do you believe you don't believe I've never lived in Manchester?
Do you live in Manchester? You told us
No,
you live
no,
next
no,
to
no, one
Palace
second.
Stadium. You told me that. There he is. The police are here.
There you are. There you are. Oh my lord, Bash.
One second,
I'm actually going through AFTV. now. I'm gonna make sure I find this guy on AFTV.
Griggs is gonna find it. Griggs is fully had enough. Hamza only supports cheating clubs, Barcelona and now City.
Have you been to Manchester?
Can we
Yes, I
spam
have.
115 in the chat
Huh?
right now?
Have
Yes,
you?
I have.
So, do you know a place called? Do you know what place is Manchester? Do you know?
Hamza, I went to Manchester for a game and I left. You're gonna
So
ask me
that's
about the
problem. You
geography
can't
there. I
come
don't
out
live
with the
there.
allegation of saying you've never lived. Bro,
You
I
live in
lived London.
England.
Yeah, but hold on a second. I used to live in Ashton under Line. What does that make me? So when I was a kid, I lived there.
Hamza, did you live in Manchester growing up?
As a kid, yes.
Okay, what years were that?
Bro, 97, 98. So what do you want to know about where I lived, Ashton under Line? What do you want to know about that? What benefit does he do? Okay, does that mean
First of
even
all,
if hold on, one second.
I didn't ask you
I
at
know
first
a
where you
friend-
lived.
I
I
know
said
one second. I know a friend who lives in Bolton, and he supports Man City. I know another guy.
yeah, he's
from
probably
Sheffield.
he probably
One
came
second.
in
I know a
2008 too.
guy.
It's okay.
I know a guy from
I think that's
Sheffield.
local, to be fair.
Sheffield Wednesday used to be in the 98, 99 season, the Premier League, or a good club.
What point are you
He
trying to make,
supports City.
Hamza?
It doesn't mean anything. I never use a location of someone's location to say they can't support that team. That's one thing.
Okay, so what did you say we're glory hunters? If I'm
No,
trying to
glory
expose
hunting
you with
means
the same luck.
United is
logic.
doing well. I never use location. I just say every United fan, including the ones in London or whatever. I call them glory hunters. I never say where you're from.
You're just
You
all
call them
over
glory
the place. Every time I say something to you,
No, but
you're trying to
I
find
had
a
to
rebuttal.
justify that because I don't want to go to that red area. That's a red zone. About areas where you're supposed to.
So
to
then, are you gonna
support.
call? Okay, so then are you gonna call 70? Are you gonna call 75% of your fan base glory hunters then?
This is the same guy that called us glory hunters
They were
and
there-
said we're
they were there before the
Goldbridge
Champions
fans. He
League.
said
The
we repeat Goldbridge.
Anyone
He said
after
we
the
say the
Champions
same
League.
thing. By the way, Hamza, speaking of red zone,
No,
you
the moment you won the Premier
question
League,
my
the
integrity.
moment you won the Premier League, and fans started supporting your club, they're glory hunters. According to you, by the way, this is your definition.
You by the way, since you want to talk about red zones, you question me and Griggs' integrity by saying we go on YouTube and just repeat what Goldbridge said,
Oh,
which is actually the
sorry,
opposite
man.
of what we say.
I'm joking. Go
Oh,
on.
now I was joking.
No, I was just winding
Look at
Griggs
that.
up. I was winding
Hamza, you're
Griggs.
super
It's
proud.
true.
No, I
Where's
was
your
winding
cape?
Griggs up. I
Well,
was winding Griggs. Sorry, Griggs.
Stand on business, bro. Stand on business. Don't worry. Stand on business. You'll see what's coming to you. Don't worry, bro.
Now that's finished. You got a Greek man angry, Hamza. Khalas, it's over for you, wallah.
Bastard stand on
Griggs,
business.
allow me, man.
He's Greek and he's from New
Oh.
York. That DNA is there, brother. Big up to you, Lex. Hey, it definitely won't be a Superman cape. I'll tell you that. Big up to you, Lex, Habibi. Appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. Shout out to Lex as well on the Yardman show as well with Flawless. Big up to MP who says, "Is this show about Staffy and Hamza whining backwards and forwards? Sam, do something. I don't want to hear this too. The whole show. I want to hear football." MP.
Bro, I tried to talk about
Blame
football,
Hamza.
but
Don't blame us.
Yeah, blame Hamza.
I want to talk about football. I
Why
want to
blame
talk
said
me?
about
Hold on.
it's Ferguson's
Why me?
fault because he didn't come.
Why am I getting
Is
blamed for you being late? I got blamed. We started the show. I got blamed.
that's the
I
same.
Now he
told
blamed
Vicky I
his
got
mom.
blamed.
That's that. This
No.
guy said it's his mom's fault. Wallahi,
I didn't blame my mom. I said I'll ask my mom what happened. There you are. Big up
Hamza,
to
you had the
Enigma, who says,
opportunity to
"Hamza,
start, by the way. You had the opportunity to start the stream and talk about your team and how
And
they
he said,
played on Sunday,
Stop,
but you started with our team. So you are the reason why we didn't talk about football, because I didn't even get to talk about my football club today, by the way, because I had a lot of stuff to say about my football club, but I wasn't able to because I had to cook you for 45 minutes. So that's your fault.
Big up to you, Enigma. Hamza went on TV to talk
Oh,
down on
nice.
Sack and get flamed for it. Hamza is shameless, good roasting. I'll be real with you. If Hamza just came up here and done like Foden proper, whatever the fuck, he get me just done all that good stuff. No one
I
would have
called
said
World
anything.
War II or something.
He fully blamed Ferguson and then called out Staffy. So it is what it is. Big up
But
to
it
you,
wasn't
Enigma.
personal. He just said my name, but it wasn't personal.
Big up to Sheik who says Hamza is the best waffler by far. Absolute greatest waffler of all time. Big up to you, Sheik. Big up to Felipe who says Henderson 22-23 performed better than Hamza today. Oh, there you are. There you are. That's such a.
I'm also going to put 17-18 Bakayoko onto the list too.
Hamza, my brother, if City do not beat us when we have a broken squad with injuries, wallahi, you have to have shame because there is no comeback for you. If Liverpool are underdogs,
Liverpool favorites.
underdogs next week.
Right.
We're underdogs. You get me? Because we have so many injuries. We're playing Connor Bradley. See, now
Yeah,
you can't
man.
win this battle. You can't win this battle because you're already.
No, he's
done it
already been
against
talking
other
about
teams.
referees on his Twitter, bro.
Yeah, I saw
Sorry,
it.
man.
Michael Oliver already blaming referees. It's insane, Jack. Honestly, it's insane. Big up to you, Jack. Big up to Cryptic Dino who says, Hammerhead, the show needs a bad guy. Few international fans were baptized in the name of a single club. You are a glory hunter, but you're settled now, says Cryptic Dino. That's basically his response to Hamza. Big up to you, Dino. Surfer says, this is the best 50 pounds I've ever spent. Hey, I agree with you.
Big up, Surfer.
This is
Thank
the
you,
worst
Surfer.
booking Hamza's ever received in his life. And I've been on the other side of some of them when I've cooked Hamza as well. But hey, this has to be up there. Big up to Fonzie who says, this is Hamza's channel, professional yapper. Big up to you, Fonzie. Listen, this is Hamza's second home, 100%. Big up to Miko who says, we all need a friend like Hamza who speaks sense and nonsense at the same time. I honestly love this entertainment. He's one of my favorite great show guys. Big up to you, Miko, all the way from Uganda. That's Ugandan shillings for the people who are unaware. I appreciate you. And this is definitely prime entertainment. And then Eli just drops the truth bomb. Hamza, you done this to yourself, you criminal. He did. I said, bro, like, Jeremy, like, all you had to go, like, Phil Foden is an absolute monster. He needs to win Premier League Player of the Season. We destroyed Man United. They had 2 shots the whole game. It was so easy to destroy Man United, but he decided to just...
Yo, I hate Man United. Do you think I'm going to allow it?
Call out Staffy and Ferguson. There you are. Big up to MP says, I'll ask a zero question here. If City lose against Liverpool and Arsenal, where do you guys stand? If they lose both games, then they're probably out the race. Probably. If they lose both, though, because you're saying lose both.
If they lose both, then my alliance with Hassan begins. Out the Chelsea.
Liver Chelsea, let's go.
Come on, you got
Big up to you.
No. I'll just be
I have
out.
to,
listen,
bro.
it's
I have to say
Just
that.
euphemism.
Yeah,
I
I'm
hate
gonna be
him,
with
and
you.
I hate his football club.
I'm gonna be yeah.
First.
We can all agree that we all hate Hamza and his team here, but then we all have a second alliance, so we have a backup.
Fair. These two, their alliance is gonna be with Egal, though, not with me. But anyway, big up Muhammad Zabi as well, who sends in a super sticker. Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you. His super sticker reads out victory. تعرف ان اليوم لسه كنت بفكر فيك الزعابي بقول يا اخي وين صار
I
له
haven't seen
زمان
him
ما
in a
بين
minute, bro. Yeah.
يا
haven't
صار له
seen him in a
زمان ما
minute.
بين اقسم بالله العظيم انك خطرت ببالي هي يمين بالله اليوم بقول وين محمد الزعابي يا اخي صار له سنه ما بين كنت ببعث لك مسج حتى اليوم بس نسيت. Thank you for the super chat حبيبي. I appreciate you. Anyway, let's move on from this fucking Hamza investigation.
Yes. Anyways, I'm
Can
gone.
I say something though?
I'm gonna go.
I'm done.
Egal.
I had to get some toilet paper because you talk a lot of shit, bro. Honestly, fix up. Fix up. Because
Thank
well,
you,
at
Neil,
this point,
guys.
it's getting
Big up.
ridiculous.
I'm gonna go, guys. Big up Surfer for
See
the
you,
super
Surfer.
chat. Big up
Thank
to
you,
everyone
thank
who
you.
enjoyed the segment and everyone who sent a super chat. Except for there's 2 broke boys sitting in the chat saying that they didn't enjoy it. Everyone else enjoyed it, so go fuck yourself respectfully. And big up Egal, big up Lewis, big up Hamza, big up Grigs,
Big up,
and big
man.
up Hussein. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. And Hamza, I'm gonna go do further investigation. Top Red Staffy died, but you know who was born today?
FTV.
You know who was born today? Detective Staffy. That's a new person that's been born
Detective
today. No more
Staffy?
Top Red.
Let's go.
Detective
Oh my God.
Staffy has been born today. And trust me when I say this, Hamza, I'm gonna be on you for the rest of the season. Pause.
Big boss.
Peace.
Yeah.
I'll
Peace out, peace out.
Peace
Don't
out.
Guys,
forget
before we
Griggs
get
as
to
well,
Chelsea,
man. Griggs'
this is
villain
you
arc
watching.
start today too.
Yes.
So it's great
This
to
is
see
you
this
watching us right
development.
now. Make sure you guys hit the X button, hit this like button right here. Let's get to 400 likes. That's our initial target. There's 900 of you in here, so let's get there. Mr. Khan, I read it out. I read out your super chat, Habibi. Unless there's a mistake, I will get back to it if I didn't read it out. Just hold tight with me. So, Lewis, Chelsea, draw to Brentford. Talk to me. Guys, we're starting with the guy that lost because obviously I fucked it with my timing and sleeping and shit like that. So go ahead, Lewis.
I wouldn't mind you doing this a bit more often with our records because I actually get to start. It's what a nice surprise. Let's go. Yeah, it's the same crap, different week. Like, back in the bottom half of the league again, looking closer at 12th place. It's not great. I'll start with the players again, just so people don't think it's Pochettino agenda. Petrovic didn't have a lot of issues with him. Gusto, probably man of the match. Whole back three weren't great. A little bit decent in the first half, but they all struggled in the air. Chilwell, crap. Absolute bag of crap. Caicedo was really good defensively. Could say maybe could have got a stronger foot in for the tackle for the first goal, but like I think our whole back three gets beaten. I'm looking at all three of them before Caicedo, but if you want to say he could have got a better leg in, you can. I'm not really going to argue down on it, but I think he had a good performance. Enzo was great in the first half. Like had a lot of good through passing, and then was forced into left wing in the second half. Thank you, Poch. Gallagher, nothing noteworthy from him. Palmer really does need to start releasing the ball a little bit better. Missed a good chance as well in the second half too. Good assist. Needed it, but like, I can't say it was a great performance. Jackson had the link-up play, the hold-up play, but the finishing wasn't really there. Not really there. Nice pass to Sterling in the second half, but that was about it. Subs came too late. Even with that in mind, like maybe we could have still managed to scam a victory, but like we never really looked that convincing, except after we scored. I'd say actually no, about 5-10 minutes before we scored. For a good portion of the first half, I think we had a decent amount of control, but we were always struggling in the air. And then we come out in the second half even worse, and that's why I do look at Pochettino. I'm not really going to say too much about the first half, but the second half we always look disorganized. Enzo gets pushed to left wing for no reason. Caicedo's left under social distancing conditions. Gallagher's holding Cole Palmer's hand. Chilwell's playing at centre mid in times. It was an absolute mess. And the fact that we always come out second halves looking worse is a problem in itself. I've seen a stat that for a second half of the game table, we'd be joint 18th. Joint 18th in the second half. Unbelievable. Subs, reactionary. Only reacting to going 2-1 down. At least we got the equaliser at the end, but it's not a good Brentford side. They've lost 12 in their last 15. They didn't have their entire back four. We were just getting dominated. Yeah, I also didn't really get playing a back five because like we struggle with crosses in general, but it seems to be even worse when we play in the five. I didn't think we needed that formation in that game, but like again, we were winning in the first half, so I won't say too much about it. But the second half, I do think he holds some sort of responsibility. And in spite of that, maybe we could have still won the game, but it still wouldn't have looked good. And it still wouldn't have been anything that I think takes the pressure off the manager. And his press quotes didn't help either. Said a point is important for the team. Against a Brentford team that lost 12 in their last 15. He says, I don't want fans trying to blame the players while he throws them under the bus every time we drop points, saying, oh, if X scored this chance, we win the game. How about you have a decent structure? How about you have some patterns of play in the attack? How about some good game management? How about we actually do well in the second half for once? How about when we go 1-0 in the game, we don't just drop everybody back and then just concede any sort of momentum that we have? That would be a little bit nice too. But hey, it's just another week at Chelsea. They still haven't sacked him. They're probably not going to sack him. So as long as we're in the cup, that's all I really care about at this point. Try and win games in the Premier League, but like I don't think we're going to have the consistency to get in anywhere near that European spot.
Lewis, can we go back to preseason when me and you had an argument about many different things? But one of the main topics that you said to me was ridiculous for me to say that you'd be struggling in was your defense. And the reasoning why I said you struggle in your defense is because with so much change to your back line, with so much ins and outs with your team over the last couple of years, you're going to start to see a much weaker defensive team due to the lack of experience throughout the squad. And now you're starting to see it consistently, week in, week out, conceding every single game, maybe 1 or 2 goals from lapse of concentration or stupid mistakes. And you now have to sit there and be like, yo, Egal, I was right. Because you thought your defense from last season was going to hold up because you had such a good defensive record last season. But as you can see right now, your team has fallen off a cliff defensively.
I will say to a point, but I also think the structure that we have in the midfield, our awful game management, and the fact that our defensive setup for set pieces has just gone down this season.
1 second, when you played a mid block, you had 5 guys that were in front of your defense, and you're telling me a situation where you had a 3 at the back and you had 5 guys and you still couldn't do anything?
Yeah, we just kept struggling with crosses all game. We kept struggling with crosses.
So doesn't that prove my point? Defensively, you guys struggle.
No, but like we haven't played a back 5 consistently, which is again the reason why I'm thinking, why did we do that?
Forget about the context. The reality situation is defensively, this team has been poor this season. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. That's why I said to a point you're correct.
Okay, so
Then I
going
start
back-
applying the context.
going back to what I said. Now, what are you guys even good at?
I don't know. Some
Possession.
moments of individual. Some individual moments.
This is why you're currently in 11th.
They're good at
You
keeping
don't-
the ball. They are good at keeping the ball.
You can hold on to the possession as much as you want, but Hussam, that is to the benefit of the teams, because majority of the teams Chelsea is going to play against lower down the table. The reason why they're beatable and the reason why they struggle in second halves is because teams start to figure you out later into the game, and Chelsea don't have that unpredictability. They don't have that level of like they can switch a gear and just play slightly different to benefit themselves
You also
in a game
don't
when
have
things
good
are going
game
wrong.
management.
You can say it's game management, but I think it's
No, I'd
down
say
to
it's
the
a
personnel.
factor. It's a factor.
I think it's down to the personnel. Now, banter aside, we're gonna be
This game
objective here.
specifically, though, I think it's more players. This game.
Yeah, this situation.
Yeah, but both
Disasi
take
playing
responsibility.
chances.
This second half
Disasi
situation,
wasn't good. Colwell wasn't. The whole back three wasn't good.
Lewis. This second half situation you keep talking about, it's down to the manager can set you guys up to do certain things, but once the game starts and the other team grows into the game, this is where it's on the players to slightly show their level of experience and how they can manage the game and how they can work throughout the game. You can give so much credit to the manager, but when it happens consistently, you have to start looking at these players. I seen you give Enzo a pass in this game. Enzo was dog shit. Let's keep it real. And once again, one of your best players, the guy that you guys criticize, the guy who you guys make fun of in what's his name, Conor Gallagher in your midfield. Every time I watch Conor Gallagher play, he seems to be the best out of the three, out of Enzo, Caicedo, and him. And then
if you think he was the best out of the three in that game, then boy.
Fair enough. If you disagree with me, you disagree. But my point is, I think he's consistently gives you a 7 out of 10, where the other guys, they fluctuate so much, especially throughout the game.
I very much disagree with consistent 7 out of 10, but that's cool.
All right, fair. And then when it comes
That's
to
what we make in
Gusto,
the
I
chat,
think
by the way.
your
You're
only
not
shining
reacting.
light, your only shining light from this whole season.
Nick, do your job. React to this episode. Go on.
The only shining light from this season is going to be that these players are going to have a year more of experience in the Premier League, because this year is a write-off. Game week 20, I said this season was a write-off. The only hope you guys had was winning that cup. Now you're saying the only hope you have is the FA Cup. Really and truly, Lewis, your expectations should be on the ground and rebuild for next season.
Go away, Hussam. I ain't gonna tell you again. Face someone else in the semi-final if we get through. Go away.
Want to make it 7?
It's not funny, man. That's not funny.
Lewis went to Wembley 3 times, lost all 3 to Liverpool.
Hey, no, I only went to one of them.
Who do you
Sports
play in
for
the FA Cup
thank
next?
God. Leicester. That'll be a fun one.
We have
won't it?
United away, and Lewis is deadass gonna celebrate United
I would
beating
love
us
it if
they
Leicester
do
beat you.
more than anything.
I
in the
mean,
world.
you could put a bet on it.
I
You
speak
wouldn't-
for
you
him.
wouldn't
I
be
know
too
he
far.
will. He's gonna
Wait,
be.
wait,
Oh yeah, I
So
hope
if-
United do the
by the
job. I'd
way-
rather play
by the
City
way-
than you.
If you beat Leicester, are you on the same side of Manchester United, Liverpool, or are you on the side of Man City, Newcastle?
I don't
We
think
don't
it
know
gets
that.
drawn.
You don't
It's
get
not
draw,
been drawn.
man. You get draw.
Yeah, get to draw.
Egal. What kind of FA Cup do you watch? Why?
Bro.
When has FA been like that?
Bro.
No, he just hasn't gone that
I've never
far in a
seen
while.
that.
I don't blame
Listen,
him.
in my life.
Listen,
What
it's
have you
late.
heard? Man,
Hussam, it's
fuck,
late.
I've never heard of FA Cup being drawn like that.
Hamza, it's late. Allow me.
I know the way you said it. Well, I'm thinking.
Wallahi,
oh
I'm
my
tripping.
days. Okay,
Let
fair
me
enough. I'll allow you. Listen,
You know, Lewis. You want me to tell you
let me talk
honestly
about
what's
this
gonna
Chelsea
happen?
thing a bit quickly.
The winner of
I think-
United Liverpool will play the winner of the Chelsea game, and then the
No.
winner of Coventry Wolves will play the winner of City in the other semi-final.
Oh yeah, you know what? You're
That's
correct.
what's gonna go.
Like, who are we
Yeah,
kidding?
probably.
Who are
Yeah.
we kidding?
See,
All right, so we can just get it over and done within the semi-final. That's all right. At least
But
just make it
yo,
a
did
Sunday
anyone else have
before.
anything to say on
in the
Chelsea? Because
weekend.
I want to
Let
talk
me
about
just say
Liverpool
quickly.
today.
You see, the Chelsea
Hamza.
one.
If we have time, Hussam.
Yeah, you're gonna have to wait another hour. Sorry. Go on,
Chelsea's the
Hamza.
same thing every week. There's really nothing to say, bro. I'm gonna be real.
I think Chelsea
don't
won
don't
just
worry. He's
predictable.
got his list.
Chelsea's just predictable. Like it was a poor performance.
You can
But they were
reply,
winning
Lewis.
at 1 point. They were winning at 1 point with Nicola Jackson, and I watched them. And Wisa, what a goal!
Nicholas
What
Jackson
a
shushing
goal.
the crowd. That was
What a
embarrassing.
goal by Wisa.
I don't mind him shushing anybody. I don't care. That's shameless to me.
Bro, that was
That's
shameless.
fine.
That was shameless. Even Conor Gallagher had to tell him off. Conor Gallagher had to drag him out and say, yo, you don't do that. I don't know why he does that.
Nice.
I don't know why he does that. The audacity of doing this. Even if another player scores, he's shushing the crowd. Like, why would you do that? And you're not the main guy. And you know the one thing? Cole Palmer had a chance. Cole Palmer,
I'm
Old
sure
Palmer
I've seen
had
Haaland
3
shushing
chances.
fans.
yeah, he was poor. And Sterling, I don't know, that Sterling chance, he went through on goal. I thought he was going
I
to
don't know
score.
how the fuck Lewis is patient with Sterling. I'd
Sterling-
call him
Oh,
out.
I can't be bothered with him. I can't be bothered with him.
Lewis,
So wait, you're saying how dare someone shush fans?
yeah, that's shameful, man. For a player like him, it's shameful.
Like, that isn't the main man. This was the main man
Yeah,
doing it
Hamza,
last
you have a
season.
guy who thinks he's John Morant doing
What's
gun
that?
signs. Like
This guy did it at the Allianz Arena. He did it at the
Oh
Allianz
no,
Arena.
but you weren't talking about the occasion. You were talking about just shushing fans.
Hold on. This guy shushing Brentford.
You could have just said you done it at
Yeah,
Brentford.
yeah.
I would have just been
Hold on,
shameless
no.
and said it's a West London derby.
Egal. He's shushing Brentford fans. The other guy is banging 50 goals. He's doing in the Champions League semi-final, quarterfinal.
yeah, Hamza.
You
And
did.
that's-
You weren't making that comparison. You were talking about just shushing fans. So you should have been more specific when you had
It
the
wasn't Champions
chance.
League semi-final. It's a good thing you corrected yourself.
Hamza,
It wasn't Champions League
yeah.
semi-final.
I'm not
It's
even
gorgeous.
gonna. You know what? I'm not even gonna go there. I was gonna say Phil Foden doesn't even protect his mom, but he's showing gun signs. What's going on?
Come on, you can't make it personal about mom. Why do people make it personal? Listen,
Someone said it.
One second.
How is
someone
Hamza
said-
catching strays in the Chelsea
One
section?
second,
This is
let-
too
let-
much.
let-
Someone
Cole
said it, but
Palmer
not
would
me,
never,
right?
you know.
Someone
make
said it,
it
but not
clear.
me.
Whole
Listen,
stream is
Lewis,
just
I never
Hamza
thought I'd be
getting
protecting
violated,
Chelsea.
bro.
Let's make it clear. If he had reacted by defending his mom, he would have been probably locked up. He would have been suspended. Police would have been investigating him because he's just that big. It doesn't matter. He did the right
Well,
thing.
you know what? It's your mum, bruv. I don't give a shit.
But yet he's
bro,
doing gun
you-
signs.
Go on. Debate against that. It's your mum. I don't care.
Mum is
I'll
doing
take the
gun
jail
signs.
sentence.
out of camera.
Listen.
Out of
Think
camera.
I
you
give
can
a
do whatever
fuck.
you want, but
Alright,
in
let's
camera,
just-
She
Let's go back to
birthed
Chelsea.
him. She
Let's go back to
birthed
Chelsea.
him.
yeah, you can do it off the camera, but don't do it when people are recording. Because
Well-
if something goes down,
Oh, sorry. Could you put the camera down, please?
Yeah. Wait until the end of the
Listen,
whatever.
all I have to say is he needs to put the gun down. He's not. He's a fake. He's a fake hard man.
Not that guy, man.
But let me
Not
say
that
about
guy.
the thing.
Not that
Let me
guy.
ask about
Hamza,
Sterling.
do you wanna say anything about Chelsea?
What's the general consensus in Stamford Bridge about Sterling?
Oh, he gets booed on and off the pitch every week. They hate him. They hate him. Yeah, they hate him, man. Like, I don't think the match going fans ever took to Sterling. I don't think they ever
Sterling's
did.
still gonna go to the Euros ahead of all these other players.
Oh my god!
I don't
You
think
have
he
to,
will,
yeah.
to be honest.
And he's gonna start.
You,
might stop.
we know. Listen, Anthony Gordon's not getting on the plane ahead of Sterling.
Yeah.
We know Cole Palmer's not getting on the plane ahead of Sterling.
Nope.
Do you guys agree?
Yep.
Do you guys think? Who else is there?
Palmer should be on that
You guys
plane
need to
over
understand
Sterling.
something. I'm not
But-
even doing this for agenda's sake.
Mm.
But Southgate has his favorites, and hell will freeze before he changes his mind.
To be fair,
Henderson
Sterling
is
hasn't
going to
gotten
the
called
Euro.
up. Sterling hasn't gotten called
No,
up for
Grigs,
England
Grigs,
squad,
let's
like the last
leave
3
this.
times.
Henderson was getting called to the England squad from Al Ittifaq.
No, but that's what I'm
That's
saying. No, but Sterling hasn't been called up by Southgate the last 3 times. That's what I'm saying. He hasn't been
Yes.
called up for a minute.
He's going no matter what.
Even I probably will. Maybe I don't
He's
know.
a senior player. England often like take senior players. No matter what.
They probably
England-
take him. They probably
England took Wayne Rooney.
He won't start.
and
I don't
David
think he'll
Beckham
start
as well.
though.
David Beckham had a fracture metatarsal and they still took him. I remember. So England will always take a senior player. Always.
Listen, all I know is
Okay,
Bowen is
since
gonna be
Egal
Bowen.
talk about Liverpool,
Bowen should be going ahead of Sterling. Anthony Gordon technically should be going ahead of Sterling.
Oh,
Cole
Bowen's on
Palmer
the
should be
other
going
side.
ahead of Sterling. But none of those are probably going to make it.
He's got
I
5
feel
years.
like we have to do a reaction to the England squad when it comes out. Hamza, do you want to say anything about Chelsea, or you want to move on to Liverpool?
No. Lastly, he's got a 5-year contract, you know. So he's got, I
Who?
think, 3 Sterling. He's got a 3-year contract on 400.
3 years in the summer. So he ain't going to leave
400,000
now,
a week.
but Chelsea will try to sell him next summer.
Where? He's earning
Bo's gonna
400,000 a
he's
week.
gonna call up Saudi Arabia. Bo's gonna.
I said they're
do
going to try to sell him. I never said where.
Ollie Watkins should definitely be on there before anybody else.
Ali Watkins is going to Euros. That's gonna happen. That's a guarantee.
Should Rashford go?
He'll
Yes.
go. He'll go.
No.
He'll go.
He'll probably go based on
He'll
name
go, man.
list.
There's
Yeah,
certain
guys.
players are gonna go. Even Reece James, he'll go.
No.
Not if he's
Reece
not.
James
not
not
if he's
going.
not.
If he's fit.
Reece James not going. Kieran Trippier, Trent, Kyle Walker. No need for Reece James.
Reece James going. If he's fit,
Hey,
he'll go.
keep him fit. I don't care. Fine by me.
I hope Rashford doesn't
I
go
want
to
him to
Euros.
play for my club.
I don't gotta see him injured either, so I'm good.
Really and truly, I want to see Trent in the midfield.
No, you
We'll
don't.
see. We'll see what Southgate does anyway. Okay, so let me just go to the super chats before we wrap up with Liverpool because Egal wants to talk about us. So this is the Mr. Khan super chat that I missed out on. Apologies, it just didn't let me load it up. He says Hamza, the Brazilian fraud, proper glory hunter. That is what Mr. Khan says. Thank you for the super chat here. You made it on the full screen, so you can't be upset anymore. So big
Big
up to you,
up.
Habibi, for the super chat. Big up to my guy Abs, who says you guys are all hurt because Hamza cooked all of you before Liverpool will thump City. Salah masterclass incoming. Hamza cooked Manchester United fully. That's what Abs is saying. Hamza is a good cook, but today he got cooked, Abs. I'm gonna be real with you. But listen, he's still our brother, of course. It's not personal, it's just business. Big up to you, Abs. Bro, why is StreamYard stuck now? Yeah, akhi, this whole stream. Hello, StreamYard. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Okay,
It's all good. Yeah, fine.
Big up to Muhammad Zahabi, who says, I bear witness that Hamza has been supporting City since 1998. We used to eat... how do I even say managish in English? We used to eat managish on the pavement. So he's witnessing that Hamza
Was he there when Warsaw won the league? Ask him.
Yeah, he was there. He was there.
Alright.
The problem is
Picture it didn't happen.
You need to find an
Fulham
English
was-
food.
Fulham
Next time,
or
say
Warsaw
like
came
pies
above
or
us.
something. You know, you have to make it a bit more believable. Use English foods. Sam, salam alaikum, Habibi. Hope it's a draw versus City. Of course, from an Arsenal perspective, you want it to be a draw. I understand. Don't worry. You don't have to apologize for it. You get me? You want the benefit of your own team. It's understandable. Big up to you, Lee Burnell, always showing love as well. Big up my guy, Allergy says, exam done. Inshallah, I pass. Hussam is a fraud. There is no bigger fraud than you because you have a foot fetish and I'm going to expose you in front of the 800 people. But anyway, Egal wants to talk. Big up H as well for the super sticker. I appreciate you, H. Shukran, Habibis. Guys, this is prime entertainment. And I'm actually going to be shameless and say this. This stream specifically was actually worth the wait. Yes, Hussam fell asleep. Yes, Hussam bottled it. But this stream right here is electric. So make sure
Can
guys
you
are
fall
slapping
asleep
the like.
more so I can start when we lose?
There you are. There you are. Make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing. So, Egal, what do you want to say about Liverpool so badly that you want us to have a Liverpool section?
Okay. First things first. You guys got extremely lucky. And there is an element where you need to create your own luck and things need to go your way in times at football. But what happened in that game was very interesting. You guys rode... first of all, Nottingham Forest rode their luck. They continuously messed up chances. You guys continuously messed up chances. And it got to a situation where it was the 98th minute. Then there was a situation where there was a drop ball. It should have went back to Nottingham Forest because it was their possession before the ball was given to Liverpool. But in the final minutes, the referee made a mistake, gave the ball away took the ball away from Nottingham Forest, who had possession, gave it to Liverpool, dropped it for the goalkeeper to kick the ball long. Subsequently, you guys go and score from that segment. Now, I don't want to hear about the Tottenham game anymore. What is that? What are you showing me?
That is the moment that you're talking about.
I think it's Kelleher getting kicked or not Konate getting kicked.
So because one player has an injury, they stop the game, doesn't mean you get the ball.
Brother, it wasn't just a foul. This is a red card offense. He's lucky he didn't get sent off here. This is what you're complaining about?
No, but the ref didn't call a foul.
I'm not complaining about that. I'm complaining about the context of who is supposed to have the ball. You're not supposed to have the ball. Now, forget about that. You did get the ball. Now, even with that situation, right? I'm not going to complain about the time these things happen. People late in game, referee keeping the game going, fair. But the fact that you guys took until the final minute to score that goal, you know, I actually seen the reaction that you had on your watch along. prime reaction. I was happy for you, but the reality is you guys got lucky. Liverpool on the day, you won, but you should change the title to Liverpool were lucky. Because the reason why Liverpool were lucky, it took a combination of unprecedented circumstances for you to even get the ball. Then when you do score the goal, finally, in the final minutes of the game, you have to put your hand up and say, you know what? I don't know how we won this game. We rode our luck, but we didn't. You didn't really deserve to lose, in my perspective. But the fact that you guys won it in that fashion was where the luck came from. 3 points is 3 points. I hear you people. I hear Liverpool fans are going to say, oh, you're top of the league, but you're not playing good football. The way you guys are doing it, you're just getting by. And I'll give you guys credit for getting by, especially with the injury crisis and everything else. But eventually it's going to catch up to you. And I don't think it's going to be the game against City. I think at some point throughout the season, you guys are gonna notice, because you've been getting by. You've been at the top of the league. You've been playing decent football, but nowhere near the level to be one of these best teams in the league. Arsenal have been playing better football than you. At times, you could even say City's been playing better football than you. You guys have just been doing enough to get by, and I'll give you guys credit for your time. But it's a lot of luck. And how long can you get away with this? I don't think you guys can continuously continue to get away with this, because you've been the best second half team this season. But how many times can you get away with the late winners? The game being so tight and you guys squeaking by at the end. It's just, I don't think it's sustainable at all. And you guys continuously look at me and say, oh, what do you know? But the reality situation is, I can see with my eyes, Liverpool are not playing well, and you're scraping by. Eventually, your luck is gonna turn. But yeah, I'm done.
I'm not gonna lie. I think we got to give it up with this like sustainable thing when it comes to Liverpool and this late winners, because they've been doing this under Jurgen Klopp for like the last 6 years. It's at that point, it's a sustainable. They know. Remember when I talked about United are the masters of stealing points when they don't deserve them. Liverpool are the final boss of getting points when they maybe don't deserve them, but they just get the job done. That's why I've always compared like Klopp to Fergie, like Fergie time. In the modern day right now, it's technically Klopp time, because they somehow just get the job done past the 90th minute. That's the reason why we call them the mentality monsters. So yes, when it comes to maybe on the eye, Liverpool don't play the prettiest football. They don't play your kind of football, which right now you are dominant. We'll give you that. Maybe they don't play the beautiful football that City do. But Liverpool are a well-oiled machine, and they know how to get the job done, no matter the circumstance. Whether it's Jadon Dance playing at striker, whether it's Darwin Nunez, whether it's some other kid on the wing, whether it's Mohamed Salah, they know how to get the job done. Because even when they won the title in 1920, guess what? That season, they got a lot of late winners, but they just know how to get the job done. That's what it is with Liverpool. It's as simple as that. They're not as dominant as you may be. That's fine. They don't have the defensive like prowess that you do. But guess what? Somehow the ball's not going in the back of the net against them. No matter, because I thought maybe it was just Alisson in goal. Alisson's injured. Yeah, Kelleher's keeping the ball out of the net. So it's just the fact that sometimes bro, because it's funny, because that same day that happened, a year before that, on that day, you beat Bournemouth 3-2 with like a 97th minute winner with Reece Nelson. That was luck too. Luck happens in football, and they're not really getting lucky right now, because when you look at the score lines, they've been slapping teams up at the same time too. It's not like they're winning every game 1-0, 2-1, and stuff like that. They're still winning 3-1.
Brentford, we slapped Brighton, we slapped Chelsea.
They know how to they just get the job done. That's what it is with Liverpool, and that's why I call them the jammiest team, because they just know how to win, and that's what the annoying part is. That's why I hate watching Liverpool. It's impossible when they're in this kind of form, because they just get the job done. It's impossible to do it. So yeah, it's not really lucky with them. I hate when sustainable thing needs to give it up with that. It's not used correctly, in my opinion.
Let me just unpack what Egal says. First of all, I love the fact that Grigs said he's not gonna get down on his knees and just kiss Guardiola's ass, because that's not what I do either. This is the way that Klopp plays football. He doesn't do he's not like Arteta trying to be Pep 2.0. He has his own shit. We've been calling this unsustainable for the last 6-7 years, brother. We've been doing this. This ain't nothing new. Like, this is how Liverpool Football Club play football. We concede chances, but our style of football is a lot more chaotic. It's not as organized as the teams that keep possession and all that shit. We get it. But that's just how Liverpool play football. Now, we cannot run an unsustainable gimmick in March. This is March 6th. Like, there's way less left of the season than we have played. Factually speaking, we have played 28 Premier League games. There's 10 league games left. I cannot call something unsustainable after 28 games. That's just not how life works. Third of all, That game against Forest, it was a head injury. The player should have been sent off for fly kicking Konate in the face to begin with. Gibbs White, I saw your TikTok. Gibbs White and another player got booked in stoppage time for time wasting. And the rule is 98 minutes at least. So the least bare minimum at the time is 98. And we scored on 98:33. So we scored 30 seconds after the quote-unquote 98 minutes of stoppage time. And literally 2 players got booked for time wasting. I could even say Liverpool should have had a penalty. Liverpool Football Club this season have had the most PGMOL apologies out of any Big Six club. And factually speaking, we have been done the worst by VAR mistakes. Because had the VAR mistakes not happened this season, we would be 4 points better off. Liverpool have slapped teams. Liverpool have destroyed teams like we've done to Luton. Newcastle came to Anfield. People said it's going to be a tough game. We had the highest XG in Premier League history. We had an XG of like, I think it was like 8 point something or 9 points. So we absolutely destroyed Newcastle. We hammered them. So we could do both. And you're talking about Arsenal being sustainable. Just a month ago, before you went on this crazy run, people were calling Arsenal unsustainable. When you were beating teams 1-0, when you won games in the 90th minute against Luton, and when you won 90th minute against Brentford away with the Kai Havertz goal, when you done all that shit, people were calling you unsustainable. So
and rightfully so.
Winning.
No, but Hussam, rightfully so, and we owned it.
Winning in the 90th minute is not unsustainable. It's called fighting to the end. No, Nottingham Forest had chances, no problem. First half, second half, as soon as it starts, 3 minutes in, Robertson has a chance right in front of goal. He didn't score. I can name you 5-6 big chances that Liverpool could have scored as well.
Yeah, but I could name that also for numerous games that we lost this season. But the point is, the reason why you guys won that game and the reason why you guys got that win, I'm saying, you know what, there's an element of luck to it. You can sit there and say, you know what, we wrote our luck. How did we win? You probably even said it yourself at the end of the watch along. You're like, how did we win that game?
There's luck in football. You need luck in football.
Okay, so just own it. Just be like, yo, we got lucky. You don't have to sit here and say, oh, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, you're not going to win the league because of these kind of performances. But I'm just going to say, long story short, we don't know how long it's going to go. You could have your team fully fit back and firing in a couple of weeks. But for now, you got lucky and just admit it. Because some of your fans are acting like it's a travesty.
I don't think it's luck. That's your logic, not mine. I never said it was lucky. I never said it was lucky for Arsenal. I never said it was lucky for City. I don't think winning in the last minute is...
Sam, you have to agree. Sam, the PGML came out there and they accepted it. This is the problem. When errors are made, say yes, they were on my side. They came out there. Whatever picture you're going to share, it was analyzed in a big British media sports match of the day. They looked at the decision and said they got it completely wrong against Nottingham Forest. Yeah, they got it wrong. The head of referee came out there.
Thing is, we don't want to use that to complain a lot. We don't complain about decisions. I'm not going to utilize that to complain about the referee or whatever it is. Decision has to happen. You lose some, you gain some. I'm not a football fan that comes here complain about the referee. So at the end of the day, we have better standards than that. We're a bigger club than that. We don't make excuses about referee. It's unacceptable.
Listen, I'm not saying that. The head of referee said that.
Disgrace.
The head of referee said that. Alan Shearer said that. Gary Lineker was there. They've all accepted it. They've apologized. And listen, we're saying, and similar game happened ago as well. Listen, a bigger game happened than that.
Hamza, I already destroyed you on the referee argument yesterday. You want to get destroyed in the Liverpool segment? You are the only club on this panel that has never gotten shafted by a refereeing decision.
The head of referee came
only club with zero PGMOL apologies. Lewis can bring up the thing. In the game against Chelsea alone, Rodri clapped sarcastically in the referee's
3 years ago. Let me count.
Kyle Walker stopped breakdancing. Ruben Diaz does this to the referee's face. They don't even get a yellow
You
card
cheated by getting a Ruben Diaz goal.
They don't even get a yellow card for this. Your players can jump in front of
the problem is you already complaining about
Grigs' club when Anderson scored the goal at Crystal Palace against United. And the guys dancing like banana, it's okay. You're the only club on this whole panel that hasn't been destroyed by VAR decisions.
Yes, we
all
have.
of us have decisions go against us. You're the one. has not
And
had a
you
single
want
game
people to
ruined
feel
by
sorry for
VAR
you.
decisions.
When
And the one
Egal's
decision
pointing
you
out
bring up
something, you don't
is
want to
an
accept it.
advantage in which
Let's pause
Jack
for the
Grealish
first
would
time
have
and
been
say,
caught
listen,
by significantly quicker
Egal,
defenders.
fuck that.
So let's
Egal,
not go there.
fuck that PGML came out and he's saying the PGML head of referee is completely wrong. That's what shocks me. That tells me he wants favors. He's begging for favors. He will never accept that.
Did you
that
say
things
anything when we got
is
to
over
Jamal's
is a
apology
mistake.
against
He
Spurs?
he doesn't believe that. He doesn't
Did you
believe
say
it's a
anything when we got to Jamal apology against Arsenal when Odegaard was being Kyrie Irving in
when
the bench box?
PGML made an apology, why did you want us to all accept it?
I did.
But when PGML are coming out here, why didn't you want to accept
Hussam,
it?
you know I did.
Why is that, Sam? Hussam, no,
No,
one second.
I'm
Why do
asking
you
Hamza,
want?
not you. Because that guy is the guy with the conflicted mindset about these things. Like, he's the one that just doesn't have the same energy. Hamza, have you had any PGML apology this season?
Yeah, apologize to you. It's Monday morning. They got a referee sacked. That's what the shamefulness is about this Premier
Okay, can
League.
you answer my
Corrupt.
question?
I'll never forget it. This
Have they ever
No one got
apologized to
sacked.
you? Have they
No
ever
one got
apologized to Man
sacked.
City?
the
No one
referee
got
got
sacked.
demoted. The referee got demoted.
That's not sacked.
No,
That's
I
not
don't.
sacked.
What's
not
the
sacked.
difference? What's the difference? What's the difference?
Sacked means that he got fired from his job.
He got
He's
fired.
doing
He got
VAR
fired.
duties.
He
What I
never
tell you about the
refused.
dictionary? I told you
He
about
got
dictionary.
punished.
Go look up words.
He
You
got
don't know what they
punished.
mean.
He
What I
got
tell you?
punished. But you want to accept because you want to get that favor, and you're backing as a United fan. You're backing Liverpool. That's the biggest shame.
I hate both of you.
Yeah,
I
no,
already
no,
said,
that's
come on,
the-
you
that's
Gunners.
the
I
biggest
already
shame
said
that
it,
you
man.
don't agree.
I'm already singing Arsenal's chance. I'm learning it right now.
Everyone who lives in England know that Liverpool are the media darlings. Fact. I can walk around the street and ask about
I
it.
agree with that, to be
Liverpool
fair.
are
I do
media
agree with that, to be
darlings.
fair. Like,
Yeah, we're literally 4 points worse than we were supposed to because of VAR decisions.
But you're a good
We've
team.
had
You're
the
a good
most
team.
PGMOL apologies to all the big
You're a good
clubs.
team. I'm not gonna
Egal
get
can
you
talk
going.
about
You're not
Arsenal,
matching.
Newcastle.
You
I can
deserve
talk
that
about
win.
Spurs. I can
You
talk about
deserve
so
that
many
win.
games.
You're
You're
better
the
than
only one
Nottingham
on the
Forest.
whole panel
You're
who
better
has
than
never
Nottingham
had
Forest.
refereeing decisions go against him. And you're the one
You're
that
better than
complains about
Nottingham
referees
Forest.
the most.
That's a lie.
Please,
You
have
go.
some
You're
shame.
lying. They were better than Nottingham
Big up
Forest.
to Omar who says,
They're better than Nottingham
FYI,
Forest.
the Paul Tierney did the same mistake to LFC first half. He fraud. They did. He gave them the ball after a drop ball instead of us when we should have had the possession. So
to be fair, the
the
refs are
referee
just
made
shit
the
in
same
this league.
mistake
Let's
twice.
just be as simple as that. They're shit in the league. That's about it. They're
Yeah.
not good referees. It's like that in
Try
every
saying
sport.
it without
I
trying,
just
Egal,
think
you fraud.
I'm gonna see this
Egal,
referee.
just salty.
Saturday,
The same
I've
thing
got
he
an
did in the first half. Where were you? That's why Arsenal ain't winning shit, says African Cat. Big up to you, African Cat. First half, we should have had the ball. It was drop ball Forest. You get it? So he made the mistake to the other side as well. That's what the African Cat's saying. Egal waffling. Last time we scored less than 3 goals in a Prem game. We won was 26 December. Lol. Scraping wins, bro. You chat rubbish. Only Forest was won. That's what I'm saying. We beat Luton by a high score. We beat Chelsea by a high
That's
score.
true. That's true.
We beat
Sam.
Newcastle by a high score.
I
We beat
agree.
all these teams by a high score.
I agree.
Shit,
Ooh,
Egal
we
did
beat
not
Chelsea.
all the team.
Ooh.
But we done it like in even more entertaining fashion because
You know,
Liverpool
it's
games are
true.
actually
Sam,
fun to watch,
you're
unlike the
a better
Arsenal
team than
ones.
Nottingham Forest. You deserve that win.
Are
No,
Arsenal lose Gabriel or Saliba, they're finished. Fact. I
Fact.
agree with it. I think
Fact.
health
Fact.
is going to play a determining factor this year. So we
Fact.
need
Liverpool
Liverpool.
have had more
To be
injuries
fair,
than
Liverpool
England.
have combated injuries. Like we had
Yes,
Bobby
big
Clark
time.
start to win
Big time.
moments.
Ego,
Yeah.
you had the same amount of injuries than them. You're finished. You're finishing fourth,
That is
fifth.
true. That is
They've
true.
had a lot of injuries to compare to how many players they've had. Thiago Alcantara. You guys are begging for party.
Let's not count him.
No,
You don't
William
even
James,
count, bro.
Conor Bradley, Bobby Clark,
Listen,
McConnell, and
I'm
Jadon
not
Vance.
here. I'm not here. I'm
Unsustainable.
not belittling. I'm not belittling what they're doing with the wins. With the
You
with
are
the
because
Fulham.
Allison ain't even playing. Kelleher's playing, and we're winning
Bro,
games.
Allison's not
Brentford's
there. It's
playing,
impressive.
and we're winning
It's
games.
impressive, but guess
Bobby
what?
Clark is in midfield, and we're winning
Klopp is
games.
impressive.
I don't think you guys can keep it up with this level of injuries. You need these players back, obviously.
Bro, they've done well, man. They've done well.
No,
Klopp
but
is
even with
incredible,
all
man.
these injuries, still people are saying Liverpool are going to win it.
People sleeping on
So-
Klopp. Watch Klopp.
so-
I think that'll be determined after this Sunday. To be fair, if they beat
Michael
City,
Oliver.
if they beat City, it's over for me. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Yeah.
That's just too much.
Big up
momentum.
Michael Oliver, my brother.
I don't
Big
think
up
they're
to
going to
you.
beat City.
I never said. I said if. I don't know if they will. I
I
don't
think
know.
that game ends in a draw. Let's be honest.
So do I. That's what I hope.
These two teams are not going to want to. They're not going to risk it. You think they're going to go
0-0 draw.
gung ho and chase
Brother,
the
I
game?
don't know what you're talking for. Like we have to win the game. It's must win.
I'm scared of
Are you going to
Liverpool.
go gung ho and chase the game?
Oh, there you are. There you are, Hamza. Now you're scared.
Commander dog.
That's
Commander
how
You're the
dog.
Liverpool
Heritage
play
Club.
always.
Nah,
The
there we
Heritage
go.
against
There you
City.
are. The Heritage Club. You're playing against Bobby Clark, Jadon Dange. You were Big Man City. You should be the
We're not
favorite.
getting-
Erling
it's
Haaland,
Mo Salah
Phil
playing. Mo
Foden,
Salah.
future Ballon d'Or winner. You said.
Mo Salah.
Please step
Mo
up, future
Salah's
Ballon
playing.
d'Or winner. winner, please go at Anfield to win the game for them. That's what a Ballon d'Or winner
Listen,
does.
We're playing Champions League.
The reality of the situation is the
You're
City
up 3-1,
game
give it up.
versus Liverpool
They're playing Europa
and the
League.
City game versus Arsenal is the deciding factor for Hamza's season.
Yes, 2 weeks. 2 weeks of hell for this
Oh, 2
Hamza
losses,
guy.
man.
100%.
Please. Actually, you know what?
Hamza,
Yo,
Hamza,
if
your
Don't forget they
season-
play Villa afterwards.
Your
If it
season is
means City
decided
lose
based
to
on
Arsenal
these
and
next
that
two
means they
games.
lose to Liverpool, I'm hoping for Liverpool win this week, man. Anything to see that.
But if City win all 3 of those games, then the title's
Finito.
theirs.
Yeah, it's finito.
You know the crazy thing is City are still favorites.
No,
Liverpool are
course.
second favorites.
Liverpool are favorites. They're top of the league.
No, Liverpool are second favorites, even though they're top.
my
What are you
God.
doing?
Have a day
Oh
off,
my
Hamza, when
God. Oh my God.
this
You
guy
just
so
won
wrong.
3
You
league
keep
titles in a
running with
row.
this
No
under-
matter what.
You know
you're
my
the
problem with you, Hamza, is you're running a gimmick no one believes, yeah.
What I say,
anyone
Hamza,
believes
what I
City
say-
it,
struggle gimmick, one of the worst gimmicks I've
Yeah,
seen in my
this
life.
is
This is my new motto towards
doesn't
Hamza.
Your
work.
struggle is having Fernandinho and Rodri in a back two, man.
Hamza,
Have
what
some
have I told
shame.
you? Hamza, I gave you a message today that you should follow. Stand on business. You're Manchester City. You want to be the Heritage Club? Stand on business. You want to be the big dog in this league? Stand on business. Act like it. Don't
I'm
act like a
taking
little
game by
club.
game. Game
I will
by
say
game.
the one thing about you guys not winning the league is I do want to hear the excuses, because that'll be when I'm really
I
disappointed.
already
I've
know
come
it.
off my
It's like we
signing.
didn't sign enough players in the summer.
Because I know Man City, I know the mentality that comes with that football club. If you lose the league and I start hearing about referees and stuff like that,
I don't want to hear
No.
115 charges. I don't want to
No.
hear that. Is Hussam. No, I'm humble.
Okay, guys, listen. I can proudly say, big up to Nketiah's lawyer who says, legit City fan. Can you tell me who was City's all-time top goal scorer pre-oil without looking at Wikipedia? Big up panel.
Look at this
Hamza.
Sean Gota. Get out of here, man.
Sean
Feed the goat
Goater.
and you'll score.
Someone please double check that. Can we VR check it? Nketiah's
The
lawyer.
90s.
Thank you.
Summerby.
Thank you, Nketiah's lawyer.
Colin Bell.
Thank you to African Cat, Redline Taranga, Omar, Lex, Enigma, Sheik, Fonzie, Miko, Jack, Mohammed Zahabi,
correct.
Abs, Lee, Allergies, H, Mr. Khan.
Yo,
big
Hussam,
up
we're
to
not going
Faz,
to talk about
Bayan.
Arsenal winning 6-0.
See, so you wanna
There you
well
are.
done. You
There
beat
you are, bro.
Sheffield.
There you
Can we get a
There you
round of applause for Arsenal? They beat
are, bro. You
Sheffield.
beat Sheffield.
Oh my God, they beat Sheffield. Let's have a whole fucking segment. You beat the
Bro,
worst.
it's like
I don't
2
know
a.m.
why
and-
Lewis
No,
is
it's like 3
talking.
a.m. and
Lewis,
just want to go to
did you
sleep,
beat
bro. It's
Sheffield?
3 a.m.
Yeah,
over
yeah.
there. Bro, it's
What's
3
that?
a.m.
Yeah,
bro.
we beat Sheffield. We're not that bad. We're not
I went,
that
they
I went
haven't
machine for
beaten
machine against
Sheffield.
Sheffield. I lost on
You,
XG to
you
them, but I
scraped
won.
the win.
There you
No,
are.
it was 2-0. It was
No,
it
I'm
was
talking
semi.
about, I'm talking about Grigs.
Hey man, 3 points. Yo, Ten Hag, bro. I'm supposed to back my gaffer. That's what Hamza says. Don't backstab him. So we lost our next
Big
G to
up
the
to
worst team of
Joker
all
as well.
time.
Big up to Luke, Felipe, MP, Surfer,
Quickly,
Onana,
Ego.
and
Can I ask you a question?
Steve. So
Ego.
you guys want to keep postponing this? Yeah, no problem.
Ego,
Yeah,
quickly.
I wanna
I
eat,
just want
bro.
to Ego. I want to ask you, who was Arsenal all-time scorer before in the 90s?
Are you talking about before Ian Wright?
Before 90s, yeah.
Cliff Baston.
He was all-time goal scorer. Wrong.
Before Ian Wright.
you are.
Before Ian Wright, Cliff
There
Baston.
you are. There you are. See, an Arsenal fan, shame on you. And
Excuse me?
fellow Arsenal fans could not
I know
even
my- I
answer
know
the
mine,
question.
so he can't
Get out of here, fraud, man. So
This
look
is a
up.
new
Excuse me?
format.
Are you an idiot?
Yeah,
I know this is a fact. Before Ian Wright broke Cliff Baston's record, why are you trying to lie?
And then he
This
goes
guy's a
off camera.
fraud.
Hamza, you
He thought
realize
he
we're
was
ending
gonna
the
have.
stream?
He thought he could get me. Get
Can
out of
you
here!
just be
Yeah,
on
I
camera
can't lie. He's
again?
correct. Yeah, he's correct.
Egal is
You
correct.
fraud! You absolute fraud! Go to sleep angry.
Hamza, where
tonight,
are you
'cause
going
you
as
know
well?
you
You
got
can't
cooked.
ask a question and then disappear. This guy, bro. Wait, you can eat
Transfer
after the
market.
stream. We're ending.
Hamza,
Transfer
you
market
thought you
turning
could
into
get
a
me.
baker.
Hamza, you
nothing,
thought
man.
you could get
Let me
me.
enjoy my milk.
Hamza,
Hey,
Hamza, you
our
thought you could
top
get
goal
me. Try
scorer
again.
before the
Try
modern era was
again.
Roger Hunt.
Try
See?
again, Hamza.
Proper club,
Hamza,
brother.
try again.
Big up Ego.
Or
Guys,
finishing been
big up the
helping
shout on
goals,
Ego.
Haaland has. Yeah, but this is a bullshit
Did you even
excuse,
Google it
bro.
before you tried to ask a question?
This is
No, lie, no. No, I don't.
Because you
This is a
said
bullshit
Henri.
excuse.
No, you said Ian Wright before him, right?
No.
Okay,
He said
anyway,
before
we're
that.
not
He
gonna
said
go
before
on
the
that.
90s.
You just said 1980s.
80s.
You said before the 90s, and he was right.
Yeah.
Yallo, you know what it is? You know why this is bullshit excuse? Because there are players who miss chances against Arsenal, against City, and against Liverpool. And we've been conceding chances since 1920, and we've been successful. Like we've been successful 18-19, we won a Champions League. 1920, we won a Premier League. We've won countless domestic cups. Like, come on, man. Like, we've done it all. Bro, Liverpool concede chances. Allow it. We don't play pass left, pass right 800 times. We don't give a fuck.
Talk about it.
Hamza just don't learn, says Lily. And speaking of Hamza, first of all, I want to say once again, apologies to the panel. Apologies to the viewers for obviously being that much late. We broke last time's record of how late we were. I can be shameless now based on the fact Hamza got cooked, and I can say it was definitely worth the wait, 100%, because this turned into a Hamza investigation real quick. All in favor of finding Hamza guilty, please raise your hands up. Please, I just want to see the hands, and we have a full-on guilty.
On 115 charges, by the way. He's been found guilty on 115
And
charges.
everyone
all
in
I
the
say
chat,
to
please find
everyone,
Hamza guilty.
Go watch
hand up.
Barcelona
See
played
hand
Arsenal
emojis in
and
the
they
chat.
beat them in Wembley 4-1. What a
I'm good,
beating
bro.
Guardiola gave them. 4-1.
That's good for him. man.
Luis Figo, Luis Enrique, Philip Coco, and Clive.
What a past
Yeah,
PT, what a past PTSD PD test that is for him.
What a goal
big
line
up,
by Luis
big up.
Figo.
Barcelona beating Arsenal. Anyway, make sure you
Wembley.
guys are hitting the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing. I genuinely appreciate all of you guys giving me all my super chatters a shout out. Make sure you guys go subscribe to Hamza Talks Ball. Link is in the description. Subscribe to Carefree Lewis G. Link is in the description. Subscribe to Egal Talks Football. Follow him on social media as well. Link is in the description. And Grigs for all the frauds. Like, who's this guy? Brother, this is episode 30. If you don't know, get to know. Subscribe. Greg Stocks. You see me in his chat as well. He made me a moderator, so you can hold that. Anyway, guys, love. You get me. Love to every single one of you guys. We leave you on this beauty before we wrap
And
up.
find me on air.
Can't believe it. You got a deflected goal. The two frauds are on top of me. It's not over. The biggest fraud is on top of me. He's failed. He was the worst team ever. Worst ever Premier League team, bottom of the league. And the second one, I've broken him several times. I can see the light. Pep Guardiola